Hello, everyone. Very pleasant good evening from Soda Springs High School, where tonight it's senior night. As the gals, well, they've got at least two games left this year in this gym. They got final conference game tonight, and then have to check the date. They'll play one district conference game. And that will be, no, they don't have it, let's see, date here. That'll be game number 4. They'll play the winner of Wendell and Aberdeen. Let me check that. Game number 4 is Thursday, February 6th, here at Soda. We're about 50 seconds away. I've got Tillman working the computer and the camera tonight. Will's got the night off. No C game. Neither team can field a freshman team. And so we'll have a JV game. Of course, the JV team is head coach is Billy Rasmussen and Brenda Kendall. He is the coach of Aberdeen. I've always liked Aberdeen when I've gone out there. They've always been very friendly and they've always got good kids, good looking uniforms. So I'll pick up the Aberdeen kids as we go. I can see Armenta. There'll be a lot of Hispanic kids. There is Bibi Azeka. Try saying that 3 times all night. Rebound comes down. It's taken by Skinner to Parker. We're underway. Up to Tingy on the left angle. Back outside to Parker between the circles. Parker working around the arc over to Taylor Tingy. Back to Parker. Back in the corner. Into the high post to Mumford. They'll kick it back outside to Josie Tingy. Goes across the top. Goes down into the Skinner in the corner. Parker just about threw it away. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ball goes to Tingy. Parker from downtown. Whoa, that rattled around and popped out. That was about a 35-footer. Just inside the half court line. Had to shoot it because there wasn't any time left on the shot clock. Ball goes over to Louder. Goes back outside to Hernandez. Hernandez has the ball knocked away. Coming up with it is going to be Hernandez. We got 2 Hernandez. This one's Jocelyn Hernandez. Louder over to the right wing. Kicks it back outside to Armenta. Driving off the right side, and that's going to be a foul. And Soda bailed them out. The Louder will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. And the shot clock was down to nothing. And that foul's going to go against Hazley Mumford. First foul of the night. Shot is up, no good. Kyrie Louder. We'll get one more. Aberdeen in black. Real nice uniforms. Their warm-ups were really cool. Second shot is good. So 1 point lead for Soda as the ball comes into Parker. Parker will walk it up the floor into the forecourt. Man-to-man defense. They work to the left side to the wing. Comes outside Tingy, 3-point shot. Karam's off, no good. Battle for the rebound. Parker runs it down. Working against Hernandez. Parker outside between the circles. Underneath to Skinner. Back outside to Mumford. Mumford drives. Kicks it on the back door to Tingy. Tingy puts it up, missed everything. Hazley's got to be careful. She's going to pick up her second. Long lead pass down to Louder. Nobody there. Louder missed the layup. Got the rebound, but she was out of bounds. And she's the first one back in to touch it. So that'll be Soda's ball. Skinner will inbound the ball 94 feet away. Comes into Parker. Parker will walk it across the timeline. I think we got a special treat tonight if it holds. Tingy drives, kicked out of bounds by Bribiezeka, Bribiezca. I was in Argentina for a couple of years and never heard that one. Goes down the low blocks to Mumford. Mumford scoops it up and in. 2-1, Soda. Full court pressure by the Cards. Ball off to Armenta. Armenta back up top to Louder. Louder inside to Hernandez. Kicks it off to Armenta, and we got a jump ball. Alternate possession will belong to the Tigers. In fact, the Aberdeen folks, when I'd go out to Aberdeen, went out there a lot back in the old days. Shot is up, no good. They were always just very friendly, very accommodating. Ooh, Skinner walked. Skinner puts a shot up. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Soda. Aspen took one little extra step in there. Ball goes to Aberdeen. Full court pressure as Jocelyn Hernandez. Shot is up and good. So Soda takes the ball away. I was looking away and I thought that was Tingy that hit that shot. Ball almost knocked away by Josie Tingy. Comes back outside to Armenta. Armenta inside, ball taken away by Parker. Took it away from Hernandez. Parker is knocked to the floor by Tingy. Goes up to Skinner. Skinner bounced it off her foot. 3-point shot up is good by Mumford. And ball's going to be stolen away by Soda. Full court pressure goes into Tingy. Tingy missed the layup. Skinner puts up the lefty, and down with the rebound is Armenta. Parker just about got the steal from Hernandez. Long lead pass comes down to Breeby as they come. Goes into the backcourt, and that's going to be a backcourt call. It'll be Soda's ball on the side. 4:16 to go in the first. Timeout. Billy Rasmussen. 6-point lead for the junior cards. Again, senior night. We've got 3 seniors. And I just heard a little birdie tell me that Kate Walker might get into the ball game for a couple of trips up and down the floor. So that's just too bad we didn't have Kate all season. Good kid, good player. She would have taken up the post that we've struggled at this year. She's 5'8", but she can jump to the moon. And of course, second year in a row, she hurt her ACL. And I guess she's well enough. Senior night, she's a senior, to just get in for a little bit. So we'll see if that happens. Tinky works to the right angle. 3-point shot is up by Taylor, and that was short. And it'll be Aberdeen's basketball. Full court pressure. Josie will front the inbounds pass. Comes into Armenta. Armenta pushes it into the forecourt. And Tinky comes from behind and knocks it out of bounds. Those Tingy sisters are so quick. That was Josie. Ball comes outside to Louder. 3-point shot is up, no good. Nice box off by Taylor. Got it free over to Skinner, and Skinner will get it to Parker. Parker into the forecourt. Goes to the left angle to Josie Tingy. Taylor, Skinner, back across to Josie, up top to Parker. Goes to Taylor Tingy on the right angle. Skinner, low blocks to Mumford. Mumford puts it up off the glass. Can't connect with that one, and it'll be Aberdeen's basketball. As Brianna Hernandez gets it off to Armenta. Armenta puts a shot up, and Ribieska down with the rebound. Hernandez over, that's got to be her sister, Jocelyn Hernandez. Lots of Hernandez in Aberdeen. Hernandez, Carrillos, a lot of Hispanics there. That's a good thing. Ball goes to the right wing, back up top. They work it around to Bribriesca. Rebound down to Skinner. Skinner will clear it to Taylor Tingy. Taylor will leave it for Jaden Parker. Over to Tingy, down to Mumford. Mumford, she has a unique up and under shot, and she hits him. And the foul is going to go against Bribiesca. I'll have to say that a few times to Get my tongue wrapped around that one. Ball rattles out. Checking in for Soda is going to be Osborne and White. Checking out Tingy and Tingy. Shot up by Mumford is good. She has 6 points, 6 of the 8. Ball stolen away. Shot put up by White, and she was fouled. And that foul is going to go. No, can't be. I've already got her for one foul. Miley will step to the free throw line. That rims out no good. Give me somebody else, Scott. Miley White for one more. Shot is up. That rims out. Down with the rebound is Kyrie Lauder. Lauder will get it to Brianna Hernandez. Hernandez across the top over to. Do I have a 0? I don't think I do. Think I do on the varsity. So let me find that. Aberdeen folks I talked to just before the game said they had a little bit of snow coming over, and I said, I think you're going to have a lot more going back. I think got a foul on Miley White as Brianna Hernandez put it up. Let me find number 0 for you without turning the pages of my book. And that's Garita, Daniela Garita. Shot up by Hernandez. Good. Nice free throw. Brianna Hernandez for one more. Shot is up. That one's too hard off the back of the iron. Skinner tried to keep it alive, but Louder for Aberdeen comes up with it to Garita over to Armenta. Goes over to Medell, who's checked in. Right side to Louder. Back up top. They work it around the arc. Medell outside on the angle, working against Parker. She leaves it for Armenta. Armenta trapped up in the upper corner. Gets it off to Medell. Bounce pass underneath. Hernandez put the shot up and she was fouled. 8-2, a minute 33 to go. So Brianna Hernandez will hit the first one. Or in Spanish, you don't pronounce that H. Checking in is Taylor Peterboard. She'll check in for Mumford. So it's just Hernandez. And that Spanish lesson is free. She hit both of them. She is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Aberdeen, all free throws. High post to Skinner, back to White straight away. Parker about a 23-footer. White has the ball knocked out of bounds. It was Louder, went up over the top. We got a minute 18 to go in the first quarter. Soda leads it by 4. They'll line it up along the left side of the paint for the inbounds pass. Comes into White. They tried to hit Peterborg and it's taken away by Armenta. Armenta to Hernandez. Hernandez straight away. Drives and wow, she'll go not to the free throw line. She goes to the free throw line. There's no way that was shooting. Cute idea. Second foul on White. Ball comes into Louder on the right wing. Louder drives with the left hand, puts a shot up, no good. High for the rebound is Skinner. Skinner will get it off to Parker, 55 seconds. Back to Skinner on the angle, down in the left corner to White, back to Skinner. That's her side. She had the shot blocked, and Skinner was the last one to touch it as Kyrie Louder actually knocked it out of her hands and she touched it before it went out of bounds. Comes up to Louder. Louder down the right side, cut off by Skinner. Outside, inside to Hernandez. Hernandez up and in off the left side, and it's a 2-point game. She's a big kid. Probably 5'6" ish, but she's a big kid. Wiped with a great shot right in the middle of the paint. 10-6 Soda. 15 seconds, and we got a turnover by the Tigers. Until Aberdeen had those twins that played a couple of years ago, or was that last year, their senior year? They're normally not really tall. We've always got some good looking kids on the Aberdeen team. White with a 3-point shot. Right at the buzzer. They've always struggled with their girls basketball. Their boys are doing a lot better this year, although Soda smoked them last night. 13-6. 7-point lead for the Cards at the end of one. Two threes. Mumford hit one, and Miley White hit one. Mumford had a two. Taylor Tingy had a two, and Miley White had a two. Soda was one of four from the free throw line. The only one that hit a basket for the Tigers was Brianna Hernandez. And then she was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Kyrie Lauder was one of two from the free throw line. Once again, senior night. Got a good crowd so far for the JV game. Three seniors. Of course, Gracie Maldenhauer and Abby Gooden. They've both been starting since they were freshmen. And Kate Walker. I guess there was just a little bird that told me that she might get into tonight's fall game just for a couple of reps. That'd be great. So three seniors tonight. Of course, her second year that she's torn a ACL, and I don't know if that was from track. Parker over to White, left elbow to Tingy, goes over to Peterboard. Parker underneath to Taylor. The ball's knocked out of bounds. I'm not sure Taylor wasn't the last one to touch that. Good to see Taylor Peterboard get in and get some minutes. Ball comes in to Taylor Tingy, just a freshman, to Peterboard, to Tingy, to Parker, back to Taylor. 3-point shot, hits the front of the rim, the backboard, and is taken down by Bribiesca. Ball knocked straight up in the air. Parker comes down with it. That was Tingy that knocked it out of the air. Goes over to White on the angle to Parker. Back to Miley. Fakes the three. Parker over to Peterboard. 3-point shot. That's a little long. And Hernandez down with the rebound is tied up by Taylor Tingy. Alternate possession belongs to Aberdeen. Soda's pulled off the full court pressure and they put on mid court pressure. Works to the top of the key to Garita. Garita down on the right wing, back outside to Lauder on the angle. Lauder will drive it to the baseline all the way in, up and in. That was poor defense by Soda. That's what we used to call the Matador defense. Bounce pass, high post to Tingy. Tingy, a shot, rattled around, popped out. Peterboard saves it, or did she step on the baseline? Nope, they're going to call a foul on Grita, Daniela Grita. Soda ball on the side. Garita will check out, and I can't tell if she isn't hurt. She's not a very big kid, 5'2" ish. There's a drive down the right side by Parker. Goes out of bounds. I say the Tigers were the last ones to touch it. Comes outside to Peterboard. Gets it to Parker. Parker up top between the circles. Over to White. White on the left angle. Back over to Parker. Parker kind of lost it. She did lose it. Lauder coming up with it. Lauder's going to be fouled by Parker. First foul on Soda. in this quarter, and that one's going to go against Jaden Parker. Aberdeen ball underneath their own basket. Skinner will check back in for Soda, check in for Peterboard. Peterboard, a 5'6" freshman. Shot up by Aberdeen, no good. Joshua and Hernandez battling Parker for the ball, and they tie up. It'll be Soda's ball on the alternate possession. 13-8, 6:08 to go until halftime. Parker will bring it across the timeline, up top between the circles, works to the left angle, down in the corner to Taylor. Taylor, dangerous pass up top to Miley White. Parker up top between the circles, works to the right side to Taylor Tingy. Tingy up to Parker to White. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Parker, right side to Taylor Tingy, cut off at the baseline. 5 seconds, got to put it up. There's the shot by Taylor. Rims out. And underneath was Joshua, Josie Tingy, and she was fouled as she tried to put it back up. So does 1 of 4 from the free throw line. They lead it by 5. Tingy shot is up and short off the front of the rim. Brianna Hernandez checks back in. She'll check in for Louder. Looks like Grita's, she's okay. Second free throw's no good, and Hernandez down with the rebound. Down the left side is Hernandez. Going to drive all the way in, put it up with the left hand, laid it up short, put back up again. And I think that was Bribiesta. It was, and she was fouled. Going to be fouled by Parker. That's her second. 5:20 to go until halftime. Shot is up and short off the front of the rim. She'll get one more. Remains a 5-point lead for the Cards. Second shot, no good. Rimmed out, and Skinner down with the rebound. Ooh, White forgot to take the ball with her. Good thing Parker was trailing her. Tough defense by Armenta. Goes over to Taylor Tingy. High post to Josie to Skinner. Skinner missed a chippy. And down with the rebound of Bribiesca. They're going to call traveling on Evelyn Armenta. They don't have any height on these Aberdeen kids. Tallest one is Kyrie Louder, who's checking back in. And she's probably 5'8"ish, maybe 5'9"ish. Bribiesca is also about that high. White just threw it away, picked off by Hernandez. And that should be the third foul on Parker if that's the way that one went. Yep, it is. So Jaden picks up her third foul. And that's going to put Jocelyn Hernandez at the free throw line. That one banks off, no good. She'll get one more. Osborne checks in for Parker. Both teams just going with 8 kids. Second shot, banked it in. How did I know that? Because the first one banked off. She banks her free throws in. Ball goes to Taylor Tingy. Almost has it taken away by Armenta. Falls down. They're going to call a push. And that is almost traveling. They're going to call the foul. But Taylor had fell over and put the ball, balanced herself on the floor with the ball. And that's traveling. But she was fouled first. And that goes against Armenta. Goes to Taylor. Taylor, tough defense by the Tigers. Goes over to the right side and timeout, Billy Rasmussen. So they're just a little ragged, and Coach Rass will just settle them down a little bit. 13-9, a 4-point lead for Soda. Soda hasn't scored in this quarter. Aberdeen has put up 3 points in the quarter. Aberdeen's got to the free throw line, and they've hit 5 out of 9. Soda is 1 of 6 from the free throw line. 13-9, 4:32 to go until halftime. Good crowd, waiting for the crazies to show up. Soda ball on the side, straight away comes into White. White will bring it into the forecourt up top between the circles, over to Taylor Tingy on the wing. Tingy, one dribble back up top to Skinner. Skinner over the left side to White. White looking inside, nothing there, threw it away. No, Tingy come up with it. Tingy drives, running one-hander is off to the left. Skinner with the rebound. Shot at the shot clock. No good by Taylor Tingy. And Hernandez down with the rebound. Louder drives, cut off. Ball ripped away. Gonna call a jump ball. Should belong to Aberdeen. 3:56 to go until halftime. Soda leads it by 4. Goes to Hernandez. She was almost tied up by Taylor. Louder three-point shot. That's short off the front of the rim and is going to go out of bounds. And Greta, who is checked back in, couldn't catch up to it. Ball comes into Tingy to White. White will walk it across the timeline into the forecourt. Fakes right. Goes left. Tingy, three-point shot, no good. Louder out battles Skinner for the rebound. Into the forecourt is Armenta across to Hernandez. Hernandez down the right side of the paint, cut off, puts a shot up. Missed as Chippy got her own rebound, put it up, and rebound down to Tingy. Knocked away. Osborne comes up with it. Up to Skinner. Skinner back outside to Josie Tingy. Josie over to Taylor. Back. Ooh, we got a hurt Tiger on the floor. And it looks like Greta. And she was hurt before. And she can't put her left leg down. Wow. One of the Tiger girls just carried her off the floor. And that was Evelyn Armenta. And she's not very big. And she just picked Greta up and carried her to the bench. That's the second time, and that one hurt for Greta. Ball comes into White. Got 3 minutes to go till halftime. White to Peterboard. Back to White between the circles. Back to Peterboard. Peterboard put the shot up. Missed everything, literally. And down with the rebound was Taylor Tingy. She just drilled a 10-footer along the baseline off the left side. Armenta into the forecourt to Hernandez. Goes down to Armenta, back to Hernandez on the angle. Hernandez, big kid, she can really muscle her way in there. Has the dribble still going, reaching in and tying her up. Now the ball's loose, and coming up with it is Osborne. Osborne to Peterboard, to Tingy. Tingy into the forecourt, pulls up, a little off balance, missed the shot. Rebound back the other way, and Tingy just ran into Armenta. Got her just for 1. 4 fouls on Soto. So the next foul will be shooting bonus. Jocelyn Hernandez gets it in to Evelyn Armenta. And there's a travel. Great defense by Taylor. Made Hernandez get her feet tangled up as she stepped into the passing lane. So it's a turnover with 2 minutes to go. Taylor straight away. Bounce pass at a high post. Goes over to Osborne, back into Josie. Back outside to Taylor, to White on the right wing. White drives the baseline, has her shot blocked by Hernandez. And we got a whistle. And they're going to call a foul on Jocelyn Hernandez. She's a freshman, and well, they both are freshmen. So I'm guessing, I'll bet they're cousins. White, a deep shot. That's no good. Osborne battled for it. Now, I think she was the last one to touch it. So Hallie Osborne going up for the rebound. Minute 34 to go. Once again, the Cards get a bye. First round of the district tournament. That's backcourt. Yeah, they got her. She went across the timeline, and it's just like soccer. You got to have the whole ball and the whole person over the timeline. And she did that, and then she bounced the ball on the half court line, and that's backcourt. 3-point shot by Taylor is off. Rebound is down to Aberdeen. Up the floor to Armenta. She almost fell down. And it comes back outside to Hernandez. Hernandez right side to Louder. Back to Hernandez on the angle. Hernandez bounce pass to Louder. Back to Hernandez. Armenta drives in. Off the glass, no good. Osborne down with a rebound. Off to White. White pulls up on the right wing. Back outside to Peterboard. 3-point shot by White is no good. Osborne reaches in and ties up the ball. And with 44 seconds to go in the half, Soda will have the possession. Alvarez has checked in. Woo! Osborne stepped over the line. Aberdeen coaches actually called that. That was a slow whistle by the officials. It was one of those I thought I saw what I saw. Aberdeen coaches said she stepped on the baseline. Yeah, she did. Ball comes back outside to Jocelyn Hernandez to Louder. Louder drives left elbow, taken away by White. White drives down the left side, puts it up in the left hand, and scores. That is 7 points for White. 15 seconds. Armenta into the forecourt over to Medell. Medell to Armenta. Hernandez, a 3-point shot. Wow! Didn't pop back out. 1 second. Shot at the buzzer was actually good. They're going to count it. They're going to say it was a 2-point shot. I didn't see who that was. I think it was Jocelyn Hernandez. 17 to 11, a 6-point lead here at halftime. Give me a second to add up the scoring for you. We'll see if we've got the Cardettes to perform here at halftime. I can see Cornforth, just a freshman. Remy. She has a knee brace on and crutches. She's not going to play for the Tigers tonight. It's the cheerleaders that are going to perform tonight. So we'll let you watch the Cardinal cheerleaders while I add up the scoring. Cardinal cheerleaders, they are awesome. I heard YMCA and I thought Trump was here. Everybody for the junior cards got into the ball game. Still adding, just got the free throws. I think I've got it. For the Tigers, Jocelyn Hernandez, the smaller of the two Hernandezes. They got to be cousins. A lot of Hernandez out in Aberdeen. So 2 points for Jocelyn. She was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Bree Biesca, she was 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 1 point. Kyrie Lauder had 3 points. He had a 2 and was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points for Brianna Hernandez. And she had a 2 and was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. I didn't add up Aberdeen's free throws. They were 5 of 9, 10, 5 of 10, committed 4 personal fouls. For Soda, 6 points for Hazley Mumford, all in the first quarter. She had a 3 at 2 and was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Kaylee Tingy had 4 points on 2 buckets. 7 points for Miley White. She had a 3 and 2 twos, was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Josie Tingy was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Soda was 1 of 6 from the free throw line, committed 7 personal fouls. At the end of the first quarter, Soda outscored Aberdeen by 7. It was 13 to 6. Then in the second quarter, Aberdeen actually outscored Soda by 1 as the Tigers put up 5 points and Soda put up 4. And the halftime score is Soda 17 and Aberdeen 11. Once again, the district tournament, Soda will get a bye in the first round, which is Tuesday, and then they will play the winner of Wendell and Aberdeen. And that will be Thursday at 7 o'clock. And that'll be right here in Soda. And that will be their final home game. And that'll be district game. This is senior night, their final conference game. And again, we've got 3 seniors: Kate Walker, Abby Goodwin, and Gracie Moldenhauer. And rumor is, and I hope to see it, Kate Walker will get a few chances up and down the floor, and that'll be nice for senior night for Kate. In fact, her dad works on my teeth once in a while, Jerry. Of course, Abby Gooden and Gracie Moldenhauer, they've kind of been the anchor of the Soda team this year. And right now they're in second place in the conference. Soda comes in 6-2 in the conference. Both losses were to Malad. Lost to Malad last Wednesday, 41-32. And their overall record is 9-10. They have wins over Grace twice, West J, Declo twice, Westside twice, and Wendell twice. And they beat Aberdeen back on Wednesday, January 15th, 48-28. Soto's losses come to Bear Lake twice, Parma, Melba, Hurricane, Utah, Desert Hills, Richfield, Utah, Wildcats, and Oakley, the Hornets. They're ranked number 1 as a 2A, and Malad twice. Aberdeen comes in 2-7. They are 5-13 on their overall record. They have wins over Grace Lutheran. I've done a couple of games over there in their gym at Grace Lutheran. Pretty nice campus there, and you can see it just off the freeway there. It's in Pocatello. It's right where that big white cross is. And well, I shouldn't say I did a barrel eight game in there. So Aberdeen beat Grace Lutheran, beat Wendell, Rockland, Declo, and last Tuesday, 45-44. And that game was at Aberdeen. Have losses to Marsh Valley, North Fremont twice, Grace twice, split with Declo, lost to Malad twice, split with Wendell, lost to West or Side twice, beat Raft River, no, lost to Raft River, and they lost to Soda, as I mentioned, 48 to 28. In the conference right now, Malad leads the conference, so they go in as the number one seed. Both Soda and Malad get a bye. The Dragons are 9-0, 20-1 on the season. Their only loss was to Bear Lake, and they got that one back. And so 20-1 overall for the Lady Dragons. Soda is second, 6-2 in the conference, 9-10 overall. Westside is 4-4 in the conference, 5-15 overall. Wendell is 3-4 in the conference, 14-8 overall. Aberdeen is 2-7 in the conference, 5-13 overall. Declo is 1-8 in the conference. They are 5-15 overall. So Malad, they're done. So they're just waiting for the district, and they've got a bye. Declo is at Westside tonight. Wendell is done. They beat Buell last Tuesday, 34-29. And of course, we've got Aberdeen here at Soda for the final night. And no matter what happens tonight, won't change anything as far as standings go in the conference. State rankings. Lost my one. No, it's just my fingers. I can't turn my pages with my fingers. Couldn't answer my phone today. Games tonight, Ryrie's at North Fremont, Marsh Valley's at Bear Lake, West J is at Firth, American Falls is at Snake, Sugars at South Fremont, Declo at Westside, and Aberdeen at Soda. Got state rankings here, but I got my papers out of whack here. I think those papers fell on the floor. I got 5A and 4A. There they are. Malad's ranked number 1, Parma 2, Melba 3, Grangeville 4, New Plymouth 5, and picking up votes, Soda. We're underway, third quarter. Aberdeen ball as it goes to Louder down in the corner underneath to Bribieska. There's a drive by Louder with the right hand, dropped it in. Louder cuts the lead to 4. Ball goes to the right side to Josie Tingy. Tingy back up top to Mumford. Mumford on the left angle. Parker, 3-point shot. I think one of the Tigers got a handle on that. Tigers! Wow, they were all alone under the basket. Missed the layup. They were 2 on nobody on that fast break. Tingy back the other way. Goes to Parker up top to Taylor Tingy. Back over to Parker on the right wing. Back up to Taylor. Cross to Skinner on the angle. Mumford from the elbow. Rattled around, popped out. And Taylor comes down with the rebound. Ooh, little walk there by Skinner. Shot up by Josie. Mumford had it. And then she had it taken away by Bribieska. Goes to Hernandez. Hernandez between the circles gets a pick, drives in, puts a shot up. Nice defense actually by Mumford. Going out of bounds was, who was that, Medell? But saved it to Soda. Back the other way is Parker. Parker over to Taylor on the left angle. Taylor cross court to Josie. Josie drives. Ooh, that was carry. They're going to say she hit the baseline, but that was a carry. Carrillo is going to check in for Aberdeen. She's a freshman. Elisa, full court pressure. Ball knocked away by Taylor out of bounds. She was the last one to touch it, but tough defense once again by the Cards. 17-13. Soda leads it by 4. Aberdeen with the basketball as Armenta to Louder. Louder into the forecourt down the left side, drives all the way in, missed the layup, but she was fouled. Foul is going to go, I believe, against Skinner. And that's her second. They're going to say Louder was shooting. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It's too hard off the back of the iron. She's a good looking kid. Probably 5'7-ish, 8-ish. Second foul on Aspen. Free throw's no good. And Josie Tinky down with a rebound. Cross to Parker. In the corner to Skinner. Back to Tinky to Parker over the right side to Taylor. Taylor, high post to Mumford. Goes to Parker. Back to Tingy. Cross court. Almost threw it over the head of Taylor. 22-footer by Parker. Dances on the rim and drops in. Jaden Parker with a 3, and it's a 7-point lead for Soda. Louder down the right side. I'll kick it to Carrillo on the angle. Back to Louder. They give her the 3. Hit the side of the backboard. Mumford with the rebound. Going to get it off to the lefty, Skinner. She throws it across the top to Tingy. Down to Skinner. Parker, another 3. Got it. Timeout, Aberdeen. Set to check in is Medell. Fatima Medell. If you're a redneck, you'd say that metal, but it's not metal, it's Medell. 20-16. How did I miss some points here? I missed scoreboard's all screwed up. We got 23-16. Come on, Scott. 10-point lead, 23-13. Scott's old. 2 3-point shots by Jaden Parker. A 2 by Louder. Greta check back in for Aberdeen. I don't know if they brought any sugar beets with them. Back when I was an area supervisor for Taco Bell, I'd always do the Blackfoot Taco Bell when we played Aberdeen. And I used to love to go that back way through Pingree and go over you'd see those great big hills of sugar beets out there on the north side of Aberdeen, and you always see those green trucks with blinking orange lights on the bottom that are headed out to Paul, Idaho. It's one of the biggest sugar plants in the world out there. Ball knocked away by Mumford, and did they say Hernandez was the last one to touch it? Passed a lot of those sugar beet trucks. They look like potatoes, but they're sugar beets. Of course, Sugar City Idaho. They're famous for that. Skinner had her shot blocked by Hernandez. We're going to get a jump ball, and it belongs to Soda. 23-13, a 10-point lead for the Cards. Soda ball along their own baseline. Skinner gets it into Mumford. About a 23-footer by Parker's no good. Mumford puts it up no good. Going to get another jump ball. This one will belong to Aberdeen. Almost halfway through the third quarter. Once again, Aberdeen in styling, all black uniforms. Ball taken away by Parker. Parker goes in with the left hand, and that's 8 points for Parker in this quarter. Soda leads it by 12. So pretty easy. Kyrie Louder for the Tigers has 2 points in this quarter. And Jaden Parker hit 2 threes and just hit a two for the Cards. 25-13. Trump never said anything on DEI about really old people. So myself and Scott Gamble's, we're still good. 25-13. Big night for the Lady Cards. And again, win or lose, it doesn't change the district at all. In your 6As, number 1 is Owyhee. Boise is number 2. Bora is number 3. Eagle is 3. And Coeur d'Alene is 5. And Rigby picked up votes. It'll be Greta to Daniela Greta to inbound the ball. She's tiny, 5 footish. Ball knocked away, picked up by Armenta, still in the backcourt. They get it up to Louder. Louder gets a big pick from Hernandez. Turns, shoots off the rim. Rebound. I thought that went out of bounds. It didn't. Comes to Parker. Nice save by Skinner. Parker across to Taylor to Skinner. High post to Mumford on the elbow. Taylor holds up, fakes at the free throw line, double team, and that was tapped out of bounds by Evelyn Armenta. Checking in is Jocelyn Hernandez, and she's 5'1" ish. Ball comes into the back court to Parker. Parker between the circles, right side to Josie. Josie running one-hander off the left side. Skinner battles for it. It's loose. Tingy, Josie picks it up straight away at the buzzer, and that's off the rim. And Hernandez comes down, and might have been a foul against Mumford. That would be her second. She is really going to be a good player. And she's something that we haven't had in Soda as a good post player. We've been an outside team. Ball is going to be taken away by Parker. Parker's going to be tied up. Possession belongs to Soda. Nope, got that wrong. Give it to the Cards. And Skinner, the port sider, will go out of bounds to inbound the ball. Comes into Mumford. She had a layup and it whistled right through her hands. Armenta into the forecourt to Hernandez. The bigger Hernandez drives down the left side, backs it out to Bribieska. Bribieska straight away to Hernandez, left side. Ball stolen away by Skinner. Skinner to Taylor Tingy, up the floor to Parker. Parker pulls up on the right angle, straight away to Taylor. Goes over to Josie. Josie drives, lost the handle on it, and Hernandez come up with it. Both Hernandez and Annabelle Bribieska, big kids. The smaller Hernandez drives to the baseline. The ball's kicked out of bounds. 2 sophomores on this Tiger team, and the rest are all freshmen. Goes into Hernandez. She misses one off the glass. And Jocelyn Hernandez down with a rebound. Outside to Louder. Louder on the right wing. Comes back up top to Armenta. To Hernandez. Hernandez straight away. Goes over to Louder. Little extra step there by Louder. She drives in, lays it up short. They're going to say Soda touched it. Might have been Skinner. Three cards come in: White, Peterborg, and Osborne. And Tingy, Parker, and Skinner check out. Comes to the right wing to Armenta. She brings it back up top between the circles. Over to the left side to Hernandez. Back to Armenta in the corner. Up top to Hernandez. Hernandez at the buzzer. And that kind of hit the rim. They're going to say shot clock violation. Soda leads at 25-13. 12-point lead with 2:18 to go in the third quarter as Miley White will walk it into the forecourt. Dumps it down in the low blocks to Mumford. Mumford just about threw it away. Tinky comes up with it. Mumford, left elbow. Bounce pass to White. White, a 3-point shot. That was knocked out of bounds, and I'm thinking Bribieska knocked that out of bounds. Going to be Osborne to inbound the ball. Comes outside, almost taken away. Peterborg is double teamed. Ball knocked away. Hernandez go down the right side. Peterborg got in there and put a hand on it. And I think Hazley Mumford's going to draw the foul. Actually, I said that backwards. Evelyn Armenta was shooting, and it was Mumford with the foul. That's her third. Ball comes into Hernandez, mid blocks, right side. Reaching in is Tingy. They call what? Don't sit there and stare at each other. Call something. Going to call a jump ball. It belongs to Aberdeen. Aberdeen will have the ball along their own baseline. Comes in on the right wing, back outside to Medell. Comes across to Hernandez. Hernandez straight away over to Louder. Louder on the right wing, drives, and that's going to be a reach in by Taylor Tingy. And I've just got her for one. Let me see what Scott has. Not posted yet. I know that was a reach in. Comes into Hernandez. White steals it away. Miley White. Backcourt to the forecourt. Up to Osborne to Parker. Miley White fakes the three. Parker will take it. Off the rim. Mumford down with the rebound. Put it up. And I think it was Bribieska with the foul. That will be her third. Mumford will go to the free throw line. She is 1 of 2 from the line. Shot is good. 2 of 3 from the line. Checking in is going to be Greta and Armenta. 26-13, 13-point lead. Second free throw is good by Hazley. Ball comes in to Evelyn Armenta. Into the forecourt. Works to the left side to Greta. Straight away to Louder. Louder works to the angle. Underneath. Nice pass. Tough luck shot by Armenta. She mishandled it. But they're going to say, I believe Osborne knocked it out of bounds. Aberdeen ball along their own baseline as it comes into Armenta. Armenta will bring it around the arc, up top between the circles, works to the right side. Ball stolen away by Parker. Ooh, Parker almost walked. Crossover, dribble, goes over to the left side. White to 3-point shot. Karams off, no good. Peterborg runs it down. I think we're going to get the ball knocked out of bounds by Evelyn Armenta. 40 seconds to go in the third. 27-23, Soda. Ball comes into Mumford. Peterborg puts a shot up and got it. Taylor Peterborg from the left side about a 10-footer. Louder into the forecourt. Down underneath, Greta is surrounded. Ball ripped away by Parker. 20 seconds. Parker down the right side against Louder. Missed it. Mumford had the rebound. Knocked away by Greta. Comes up. White comes up with it. Back to Parker. 3-point shots. Splash. That is her third three-pointer, and Soda up by 19. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of three, Soda put up 15 in that quarter, and Aberdeen only put up 2. So it is 32-13. Soda outscored the Tigers by 13 in that quarter. Take a look at some of the other rankings. We mentioned Malad, Parma, Melba, Grangeville, New Plymouth, and Soda picked up votes. 5A is Middleton. They were a power a few years ago, 12 years ago maybe. Done ball games out in their gym. Middleton, Pocatello is second. 2-way tie for third. Skyline and Mountain Home. Blackfoot is fifth. And Jerome and Bishop Kelly pick up votes. Now, this is girls. 4A's, it goes Sugar, South Fremont, Timberlake, Bear Lake, Teton, and Weiser picked up votes. Soda's ready to go. It'll be Soda's ball to begin the final quarter. Soda leading it 32-13 with 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Osborne gets it into Parker. Parker to Peterborg. High post to Mumford to White. Open three. Missed everything. That one didn't even hit the backboard. Aberdeen ball as it comes into Armenta. Armenta over to the right side to Louder. Louder on the right wing, straight away to Hernandez. Hernandez working against White. We'll leave it outside to Louder. Crossover dribble down the left side of the paint. Inside to Armenta. She goes in off the left side, and she was fouled. I think it's Mumford, and that would be her fourth. Nope, they're going to call it on Osborne, and that's her first. Swear he had 3 fingers up. 3 and a 4. First free throw is no good. Josie Tingy checks in. I can't see who's at the free throw line for her ponytail. Missed the first one. Second one rims out. It was Armenta. I knew that. Crossover dribble by Josie into the forecourt. High post to Mumford to Parker. Straight away. Peterborg a 3. That was down. Pop back out. Aberdeen is going to get tied up. Alternate possession belongs to the Tigers. Tigers have a couple of freshmen in there that are big kids. They can really take up some space. Ball goes over to Louder. Louder on the angle, back to Hernandez. Underneath, all alone. Shot is up, no good. And Mumford battles for it. It's loose. Hernandez and White make it Brebiesta. And we got a jump ball. This one belongs to Soda. 32-13. That was the third quarter score. Ball stolen away as Soda a little careless with it. And Armenta puts up a 3. And we got a foul against Aberdeen. And that one is going to go against Jocelyn Hernandez. Checking back in will be Daniela Greta. Jocelyn Hernandez will check out. Ball comes up the floor. Hernandez steals the pass. Hernandez down the left side. Parker reaches in. I think they're going to call a foul on Jaden. She is really going to be a good player. Just a freshman. That's her fourth foul. Comes into Louder on the left wing. Outside to Greta. Greta bounce past to Armenta. Armenta, oh, top of the backboard. And down with the rebound is Tingy. Lead pass to White. One dribble, puts it up, and she's fouled. White 0 for 2 from the free throw line, has 7 points. And that foul is going to go against Armenta, and that's her second. Miley will be at the free throw line for a pair. Shot is up and good. 8 points for the 5'5 sophomore. One more. Shot up and off the rim. And Parker battles for the rebound. Taps it into Mumford. Mumford misses one off the glass. And I think they're going to get Miley White for reaching in. That would be her third. Soda up by 20. 33-13, 6:15 to go in the ball game. Armenta gets a pick from Bribiesta. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds off from Armenta. As White battling for it on the floor. And Armenta just lost it out of bounds. Soda basketball up by 20, 33-13. White gets the ball up to Parker. Parker on the angle will bring it back between the circles up top to Josie Tingy. Tingy, right angle, looking inside, little reach in. They're going to call a jump ball, and the alternate possession will belong to Aberdeen. A little ragged last couple of minutes. Greta to take it out of bounds. Comes into Armenta. Armenta over the left side to Greta on the wing. Greta will drive the angle, and Tingy took it away. They're going to call a jump ball. This one will go back to Soda. As quick hands by Josie Tingy. Parker into the forecourt, gets a pick. What a pick. And Parker just threw it over the head of Tingy down in the low blocks. Aberdeen ball as Jocelyn Hernandez checks back in. And Fatima Medell checks back in. Armenta walked. Yep. The official clear across the way was the one that called it. This one that was closest from Oregon, he didn't call it. It was the other one, but it was walking. Ball comes in, thread the needle. Driving in, putting the shot up, no good. Got her own rebound. White up with the shot, no good. And Skinner tried to run it down. Aberdeen beat her to it. Comes outside to Armenta, across to Hernandez. Hernandez back outside, works it to Medell. 3-point shot is good by Hernandez. And that is Brianna Hernandez. She has 8 points, 8 of the 16. Lob comes into Mumford, and Mumford lays it in off the left side. 35-16. Ball almost stolen away. It is stolen away. Parker knocked it loose. White came up with it. No, doggone it, right through Jaden's hands as she was breaking off the right side. I don't think she has neuropathy. I would have missed that. Aberdeen into the forecourt. It's Armenta outside to greet him. Driving the baseline, Armenta put it up no good. Louder with the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. This one belongs to Aberdeen. Aberdeen will have the ball. Greta inbounds the ball. I think she's about 4'10". Over to Hernandez on the right wing. And White just about got the pick. They get it to Louder in the corner, back to Hernandez. Hernandez on the angle. Low blocks. They tried to hit Armenta. Soda knocks it out of bounds. Checking in for the Cards will be Osborne, Hallie Osborne. And checking out will be Aspen Skinner. Ball comes in. 3-point shot is up by Armenta. And Greta, the smallest kid on the floor, with the rebound. Falling down. They're going to call a jump ball. And let me tell you, I never have opposition. But the Aberdeen gal was laying on the baseline. That means she's out of bounds when they tied up. But it's Soda's ball on the alternate possession. I think they're going to get Armenta for reaching in. That would be her third. 35-16, just under 4 minutes. Comes into Parker, back to Tingy. Tingy into the forecourt to the right angle. Nice dribble by Tingy. Goes to Parker. Parker works to the angle. High post to Mumford. Mumford just about lost it. Aberdeen's tightened up their defense. And I think we got a reach in. Might have been Greta. Nope, going to be Hernandez, and that's her fourth. That's 4 fouls against Aberdeen. Next foul will be 2-shot bonus for Soda. Daniela Greta will check back in. Hernandez will check out. Comes into Peterborg. Back to Parker. Parker between the rings. Peterborg about a 20-footer. No good. And the ball ripped away and almost saved. Lead pass is knocked into the back court. It's Armenta down the right side. Laid it up too hard. Rebound comes down. Mumford kept it alive over to Tinky to Parker. Parker down the left sideline against Armenta. Drives to the corner. Lob comes into Mumford. Bounce pass to Taylor Tingy. Back outside. Goes around the arc. Shot up by Parker is good. About a 17-footer. Jaden's had a great second half. She has 13 points in the second half, most of that in the third quarter. Soda up by 21. 37-16. And I was going to look up to see how much time's left in the game. I've never, ever mentioned that I hate that when they put the time for the timeout up on the clock instead of the game time. Don't think I've mentioned that. I have a couple of pet peeves. That's one of them. 25 seconds in the timeout. Nobody cares. 37-16. Seemed like we were under 4 minutes, but my Prevagen didn't pick that up before they put the timeout time up on the clock. 5 seconds. 2:57 to go in the ball game. Soda leads it by 21, 37-16. Once again, senior night tonight, so we'll have a little extracurricular activities in the pregame. And Aberdeen, I thought they just threw the ball away as it came from Armenta. Parker got a hand on that, goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Tigers in the corner. White checks in. Taylor Tingy checks back in. Peter Board checks out. And wait a minute. Yeah, we got 5. Comes outside to Armenta. She's a good player. Goes to the right elbow, and just as I say that, she threw the ball out of bounds. That's the curse. Super Bowl a week from this Sunday in New Orleans. Cross court to Tingy. Josie drives, puts it up with one hand and scores. That's her first basket of the night. Armenta into the forecourt, over to the right angle to Medell. Goes in the corner. Armenta. Hernandez, a 3-point shot. That caroms off. Osborne battles for the rebound. And Aberdeen knocked that out of bounds. Hallie Osborne. Good job on the boards. Aberdeen puts on full court pressure. That's another thing I've never understood. I guess it's a pet peeve. But with 2:13 to go, you put full court pressure on when maybe you should have had that on a long time ago. Tingy on the right angle. White now on the left angle has it almost taken away by Jocelyn Hernandez, and she walked. Yep, she did. She tried to pass it and picked up that back foot. So it'll be Aberdeen ball on the side with 1:59 to go. Louder gets it into Armenta. Armenta into the forecourt to Hernandez. Jocelyn Hernandez down into the corner. Back to Hernandez. Armenta along the baseline. Missed a layup. Wow, I thought Soda knocked that out. Ball comes in to Hallie Osborne over to Skinner. Back up to White. Ooh, little contact there. Goes over the head of Peter Borg, and Hernandez runs it down with 1:30 to go. Alvarez back into the ball game for the Tigers. Nice pass underneath, but it's taken away by Soda. Tingy with 1:15. Ooh, Skinner might have had a bunny hop on that one. White outside, and I think, they're going to say Hernandez knocked that out. Aberdeen wants a timeout or not. She wanted one and changed her mind, did Brenda Kendall. Now there's a timeout. 30-second timeout, minute 12. I actually looked up there before they put the timeout time on the clock. Minute 12 to go in the ball game. And all Aberdeen wants to do right now is just play well. This would be the JV kids, both teams, last ball game. Senior night tonight for the Cards, and then they go to districts. That'll be next Thursday, and it'll be the winner of Wendell and Aberdeen right here in Soda. Skinner inbounds the ball. Tingy, 3-point shot, missed everything. And Armenta down with the rebound. Pushes it into the forecourt, coming down to 60 seconds. Louder outside. Left side in the corner. Armenta down to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to be fouled. I think they say it was before the shot. Gonna be Tingy. I just have two on Josie. 50 seconds. Bounce pass almost knocked away from Hernandez. Osborne, great job stepping in front of Armenta. And they call a jump that belongs to Aberdeen. And leading in is Brianna Hernandez. She scores and she was fouled. Yeah, she's a big kid. Got good footwork for a big kid. That foul went against Aspen Skinner. Free throw is knocked out of bounds by Soda. No, they got that one wrong. I think Aspen knocked that out. It comes into White. White lead pass down to Peterborg. Peterborg runs it down the left side. Couple of dribbles to Osborne. Osborne puts a shot up. It's blocked. Skinner with the rebound. 25 seconds. Skinner inside to Osborne, and Osborne scores. Good job by Hallie setting up in the low blocks. Ooh, Armenta with a little walk there. Comes outside to Hernandez, 10 seconds. Hernandez to Armenta, back to Hernandez, 5 seconds. Louder from the corner. Shot is up off the back of the iron. White with the rebound. And that's going to be the final score, 41-18. As Soda put up 9 points in the fourth quarter. Aberdeen put up 5. Soda outscored them by 4. And they win it 41-18. Give me a second to add up the scoring. Again, senior night, 3 seniors for the Cards. Gracie Maldenhauer, a 5'7 senior. Abby Gooden, a 5'8 senior. And Kate Walker, a 5'8 senior. And Kate has been the best cheerleader for the Cards all season. Doggone it, she another ACL. And rumor is she might get in for just a little bit tonight. So hope so. Give me a second. I'll add up the scoring for you. Still adding. Hang with me. Think I got Aberdeen done as the Aberdeen varsity takes the floor. They got really cool warm-up jerseys, all black with big orange numbers with their name on the back. Aberdeen's always, to me, has got pretty cool uniforms. I'll add up Soda. Hang with me. I think I've got Soda. Oh, my good old faithful pen just run out of ink. I always bring about 10 pens with me. Gonna have to grab another one. Oh, pull it out, blade. I always get those pilot pens, and I always look for the bold so I can read it. I'll have to put that pen in a museum. I've had it a long time. Just ran out of ink. For Aberdeen, 2 points for Jocelyn Hernandez. She was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 1 point for Annabelle Brivieska. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Kyrie Lauder had 2 twos and was 1 of 4 from the free throw line for 5 points. And Brianna Hernandez hit a 3, a 2, and was 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Aberdeen hit on 5 of 15 from the free throw line, committed 10 personal fouls. For Soda, Hazley Mumford hit a 3, 2 twos, and was 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 10 points. 4 points for Taylor Tingy on 2 twos, 13 points for Jaden Parker, 11 of those in the third quarter. She hit 3 threes and 2 twos, all in the second half, and mostly, as I mentioned, 11 in the third quarter. 8 points for Miley White. She hit a 3 and 2 twos, was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Taylor Peterborg hit a basket for 2, and Hallie Osborne hit a basket for 2. Soda hit on 4 of 10 from the free throw line, committed 17 personal fouls. At the end of the first quarter, Soda led it by 7. It was 13-6. At halftime, second quarter, Aberdeen actually outscored Soda in the second quarter by 1, 5-4, and it was 17-11 at halftime. In the third quarter, big third quarter for the Cards, Aberdeen only had 2 points in that third quarter. Soda put up 15, outscoring the Tigers by 13. Then in the final quarter, Soda outscored Aberdeen by 4, 9-5. And the final score, Soda JV 41 and the Aberdeen JV 18. Give me just a second here. Jeff Horsley always tells me the water is a lot better for me than the Diet Pepsi. Water is boring. I was kind of working through the rankings. I've got to your 2As. And Oakley, remember the Hornets, that trip out there? Out south of Twin Falls? They are 19-0. One of those wins was over Soda. This is the 2As. Then it goes Prairie, Lapway, Butte County, Raft River, Valley, and Kamiah are all tied for 5th. And Wilder picked up votes. And the 1As is Tennessee. Rockland is 2. Leadore is 3. Deary is 4. And Tri-Valley is 5. Picking up votes in the 1As is Cary, Chalice, and Salmon River. Back at the I lost that page last time. Rankings for the 3As. Malad, they just have the one loss. They're ranked number 1. Parma is ranked number 2. Melba is ranked number 3. Grangeville is 4. New Plymouth is 5. And picking up votes, Soda. Once again, the district tournament starts next week on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, you'll have West Side hosting Declo. And you'll have Wendell hosting Aberdeen. That's on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, Soda and Malad get buys the first round, being number 1 and number 2 in the district. Malad will play the winner of Westside and Declo, and Soda on Thursday will play the winner of Wendell and Aberdeen. Maybe we'll play these Aberdeen Tigers once again. Once again, Soda comes in tonight 6-2, 9-10 on the season. They lost to Malad last Wednesday, 41-32. They have wins over Grace twice, West J, Declo twice, Westside twice, Wendell twice, and Wednesday, January 15th, they beat Aberdeen 48-28 in Aberdeen. Their losses came to Bear Lake twice, Parma, Melba, Hurricane, Utah, and it's Hurricane, or we know you ain't from there. Desert Hills, Utah, and the Richfield Wildcats out of Central Utah. Lost to Oakley, lost to Malad twice. Aberdeen comes in 2-7 in the conference, 5-13 overall. They have wins over Grace Lutheran. They're in Pocatello. Uh, Conference law win over Wendell. They beat Rockland. They conference win over Declo. That was last Tuesday by 1 in Aberdeen, 45-44. Their losses come to Marsh Valley, North Fremont twice, Grace twice. They split with Declo, lost to Malad twice, split with Wendell, lost to Westside twice, lost to Raft River, and then lost to Soda 48-28. Their head coach is Andrew Jolly. So the conference ended up this way: Malad 9-0, ranked number 1, 20-1 on the season as both teams come off the floor. Soda is second, 6-2, 9-10 on the season. Their two losses was in conference to Malad. Westside 4-4 in the conference, 5-15 on the season. They're going to recognize the three seniors. Kate Walker, a 5'8" senior. Their parents, she's got two knee braces on. So Dr. Walker and his wife will walk Kate out to the middle of the floor. Abby Gooden, a 5'8" senior. Um, I think Kibra, one of the coaches, and her dad, John Osborne. And then it'll be Gracie Moldenhauer, 5'7" senior. And I know the Moldenhauers very well. In fact, I just went on a grain run with Brandon yesterday. He he calls me up and asks me if I'd like to ride on the big diesel. This time we just went from the farm to Soda, but I've been down to Brigham City with him, been up to Idaho Falls a few times. So Jesse and Brandon are Gracie's parents. So three seniors and Kate with her two knee braces. She didn't get to play, but she was the head cheerleader. And I understand she ran off the floor pretty well right there. That she might get in for, you know, for just a little bit. I know they can't play her very long. I can't hear the PA. We'll have to just wait for Jeff to get back on. Well, that is done in the conference. Their last game was with Soda, and they've got a bye in the district. Declo is at West Side. Oh, thank you. Wendell, they're done. And they had a win over Buell the other night, 34-29. And of course, Aberdeen is at Soda tonight. Games tonight won't change the district tournament, and the gals just brought me up a glam bag. And I appreciate that. And like this year, more than other years, I've had a lot of folks actually say hello, and that's been nice. Sometimes you don't get noticed up here, and sometimes people come up and talk to me like we're very best friends because they listen to me all the time, but I don't know who they are, and so I have to fake it. I get into where I know most of them. Soda once again with three seniors tonight. They got a good team coming back. And again, they will play Thursday. They get a bye on Tuesday. And that was nice of the girls to bring me up. They call them glam bags. Billy Rasmussen talking to Kate Walker. I don't think they're even letting her warm up. She doesn't have another knee that she can tear an ACL on. We're just moments away from starting lineups. Boys are 3-2, 9-8. They beat Aberdeen last night, 65-34. They're at Declo tomorrow night. In the conference for the boys, Declo leads the conference at 7-0, 17-0 on the season. They're ranked number one. Soda 3-2, 9-8 on the season. Westside 3-3. This is boys. 12-5 on the season. They're actually ranked number two in the state. Wendell 2-2, 11-4 on the season. Aberdeen 1-4, 3-14 on the season, and Malad 5-12 on the season, 0-5 in the conference. Boys tonight, Skylines at Bonneville, Rigby's at Canyon Ridge, Centuries at Highland, Idaho Falls is at Shelley, and Garden Valley's at West J. Tomorrow night, Filer is at Wendell, Cokeville. I might go see that one. I used to broadcast Cokeville games about 5 years. I actually went out to Laramie a couple of times to War Memorial Stadium for state championship football with the Panthers. They're at Grace tomorrow night. North Gym's at Richfield. Malad's at Aberdeen. American Falls is at Bear Lake. And Snake is at Marsh Valley. And of course, Soda will be at Declo. Let me just turn the mic over to Jeff Horsley. Cheerleaders will present the colors. I'm looking at both Kate and Abby side by side. I think Kate is just an inch or two taller than Abby. They have them both listed at 5'8". Gracie is listed at 5'7", and she's about the same height. Cheerleaders will present the colors. The colors will drop out of the northwest corner. Let me see if the old man can stand up here. Take my hat off. Scott Gamble's gave me that hat. Cheerleaders present the colors. Soda Springs Petman. 7 of them tonight. 8. Nicely done by the Soda Pit Band. Five saxophones, a trumpet, and a trombone and a drum. Aberdeen starting lineup. Let me get my hat back on. Clara Hall, Carly Brown, Lexi Brown, Marley Kimball, Emily Shackelford. Andrew Jolly is the head coach for the Tigers. We'll turn the lights out. Let's see if they start all three seniors. Young Soda team, but they wouldn't be anywhere without Gracie Moldenhauer, Abby Gooden, and Kate Walker. Lights are out here. Josie Rasmussen will get the start. Rosie Harris. Looks like they're going with the. They are going to start Kate Walker. 5'8 senior. Abby Gooden, a 5'8 senior. 5'7 senior. Gracie Moldenhauer. Kids, I think those are t-shirts they're throwing up into the crowd. Again, this is just the final conference game of the season. And then kids will go to district. They have a bye first round, which is Tuesday. Tuesday will be Wendell hosting Aberdeen and Westside hosting Declo. And then on Thursday, Soto will get the winner of the Wendell Aberdeen game. We're ready to go as Abby Gooden. I don't think Kate is, she's not walking very well. Tip comes down, goes out of bounds. Rasmussen just throws it out of bounds. And Kate's going to come out. I think she's still limping. She gets a big hug from Matt Groning. She's in tears. Doggone it. She gets a standing ovation from this crowd. Kind of chokes me up a little bit. Shot up by Aberdeen's Kendall is no good. Gooden with the rebound down the right side. Goes down to the baseline. Shot up by Rasmussen is blocked. Aberdeen back the other way. It's Brown. Brown across. Work it into the corner. 3-point shot is up. No good. Groning down with the rebound for the Cards. Groning up the floor to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer fakes a three. Kicks it back outside to Groning. Groning off the rim. No good. Rasmussen has the rebound. She's double teamed. She lost it. Lost it to Hall. Ball comes up the floor to Lexi Brown, and we got a walk. Three officials tonight. Two from Utah and one from Oregon. Ball comes into Abby Gooden. Gooden will walk it up the floor. Come over to the left angle to Rasmussen. Rasmussen, couple of dribbles between the circles. Over to the right side to Abby Gooden. Gooden back outside to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer drives, puts up a 15-footer. That's off the rim, no good. And Carly Brown down with the rebound. Got to check her first name. I can't read my own writing. Carly. Shot is up, blocked by Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer down the floor into the first forecourt to, wow, come on, call something. Rosie was hammered. Back the other way is Kendall. Kendall puts up the shot, no good. Rebound down to Hall. Hall puts up her own rebound. Hall has the ball knocked away, but coming up with it is Carly Brown. And we got a whistle. I think that's against Soda. It's going to go against. It's going to go against Abby Gooden. And that'll be the first foul of the ball game. Soda a little ragged in the first minute here. So Coach Groning calls timeout to settle things down. They're getting boxed out underneath both baskets, and I'm sure that's part of the conversation. Soda likes to run, and sometimes they run and they forget to get the rebound. Be Aberdeen ball along their own baseline. It'll be Lexi Brown to inbound the ball. Ball comes in. Shot is up and good by Kendall. Marley Kendall, just about a 8-footer off the left side. Groning down to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer drives the baseline, kicks it out to Gooden. Gooden, a 21-footer. That's no good. Rebound down to Kendall. Kendall going to split the defense. They have numbers underneath. The shot is up and good. 4-0 as Lexi Brown puts it in. Groning into the forecourt. 4-0 Tigers. Rasmussen, right wing. Comes into Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer leans in with the left hand. No good. Rebound down to Hall. Hall will get the ball up to Brown. Brown will work to the right wing. Back outside to Carly Brown. Carly Brown will work around the arc. Leave it for Kendall. Inside, Hall puts a shot up. Nice box off by Moldenhauer. Lead pass down to Groning. Underneath to Harris, and Harris drops it in. Nice find by Groning. Aberdeen is just beaten to death, the Soda press. And there's a shot by Shackelford, and it's 6-2. As Soda had 3 players in the back court, while Aberdeen, over the head of Rasmussen. They say Aberdeen touched it. Checking in is going to be Kempe for Rasmussen. So far, Tigers no problem with the Soda press. Harris to inbound the ball for the Cards. Comes outside to Groning. Groning up top between the circles. Coach Matt calling out offensive signals. There's one from the left elbow by Courtney. Moldenhauer with the rebound, and she was fouled by Carly Brown. 2 Browns on the floor for the Tigers. Carly Brown and Lexi Brown. Gracie will be at the free throw line for a pair. Shot is up and no good. Kind of a ragged start for the Cards. Moldenhauer, one more. Shot is up. That one's good. She tickles the twine with a second one. Full court pressure. And there's a reach. Might have been Moldenhauer. Hills up 2-2. And it should have been 2-1. 21. Gracie. Checking in for Gracie is Mumford. Shot is up, no good. Hall up for the rebound, and Gooden comes out of there with it. Gooden reverses it at midcourt, goes down the right side, and offensive foul. And that's Abby's second foul. And that's the Utah officials. That was the right call. Normally they don't get that call. Checking in is going to be Ellie Wood. But Aberdeen, good position. And Abby just picked up her second. Full court pressure. Tigers, no problem. Ooh, she walked. Yep, she did. And she knew it. Lexi Brown tried to put on the brakes and she picked up that back foot. Soda behind by 3, 6-3. Harris gets it into Groning. Man to man as Groning works to the right side. Inside to Kempe. Back outside to Groning. Shot up by Harris. Rattled it in, a 3-point shot. And we're tied. 5 points for Harris. Ball knocked away, and I think they call another foul. And that one went against. That's the 4th foul on Soda. That one went against Courtney Groning. Ball comes in from Lexi Brown. And she just lost it off her foot out of bounds. Went back to Lexi Brown. She was on the right wing, put the ball down, went off her foot out of bounds. Soda can take the lead as the ball comes in to Courtney Groning. Groning will walk it into the forecourt, covered by Brown, goes to Mumford. Dangerous pass to Kempe. Kempe lost it out of bounds. Aberdeen ball. We're tied at 6, 3:25 to go in the first quarter. It'll be Marley Brown to bring it into the forecourt, reverses it on the left wing, puts a shot up, and she was fouled. Might have been Harris. It's either Harris or Wood. I'm going to call it on Wood. And at the line is going to be Marley Kendall. Shot is up, no good. She'll get one more. Rosie checks out. Moldenhauer back in. Second free throw is good by Kendall. And Aberdeen takes a 1-point lead. Groning into the forecourt. Leaves it for Wood. Wood between the circles. Works the weave to Moldenhauer. Over to Groning. Back to Gracie. Gracie straight away. Over to Ellie Wood on the left wing. Moldenhauer. 3-point shot by Groning. Rattled around. Popped out. Moldenhauer with the rebound. Bounce pass to Wood in the corner. And she is fouled by Carly Brown. And that should be Carly's second foul. Second foul on Aberdeen. Tigers are already in the 2-shot bonus. Ball knocked away from Mumford. Gets it inside to Kempe, and Kempe lays it in. 8-7. 1-point lead for Soda. Drop it inside. Knocked away as they try to get it into Shackelford. Stolen away. Groning. Bounce pass to Wood. Wood lays it up short off the right side. Got the rebound. Ellie Wood leaves it outside for Groning to Moldenhauer. 22-footer. That's no good. Ellie Wood battling Carly Brown for the rebound. I think they call a jump ball, and the possession belongs to Aberdeen. Jensen King checks in for Aberdeen. Bounce pass comes into Lexi Brown. Up the floor to Kendall. Kendall underneath. Brown shot up, no good. Moldenhauer with the rebound. Gracie will bring it in the forecourt down the right side. Back to Groning. 3-point shot as rebound is knocked out of bounds by Aberdeen as Mumford underneath there, along with Wood, kind of kept out alive. Kempe will inbound the ball for the Cards. Ball comes in. Oh, she tried to force it into Moldenhauer, and that pass just wasn't there. It'll be Kendall into the forecourt. Puts up a running one-hander and scores. 5 points for Marley Kimball, and Aberdeen takes a 1-point lead. Picked by Wood, goes to Moldenhauer in the left corner. Back to Groning to Mumford at a high post. Wood, a 22-footer. Mumford with a rebound, puts it up and in. There's a whistle. Foul against Soda. I think it's Groning with the foul. That would be her second. 10-9, 1 point lead. I know he said number two. It's bonus for Aberdeen. That'll put Kendall at the free throw line. Shot up by Kendall is good. That's a second foul on Courtney. 10-10. A minute 14 to go in the first quarter. Kendall for one more, and that one's no good. And Kempe down with the rebound. Moldenhauer crossover dribble to the right side to Rasmussen. Back to Moldenhauer. Rasmussen to Mumford. Mumford down the left side puts up a one-hander, no good. Rebound comes down to Shackelford. Ball is loose, ripped away by Wood, and then Aberdeen gets it from behind. It goes to King. Pass comes up to Shackelford, and that's a foul on Kempe as Rosales went in off the right side. And she'll go to the free throw line. That's the first foul on Maddie. Yadira Rosales at the free throw line. She hits the first one, breaks the tie. 11-10, Aberdeen. Rosales can give the Tigers a 2 point lead. Shot up by Rosales. That one's no good. And we got a whistle. And these officials are definitely from Tooele. Call a foul against Clara Hall. Nope, not Clip. I still got Kempe up there. Ball comes out to Rasmussen. Moldenhauer straight away. Rasmussen on the ankle. Goes to the elbow. And rattles the shot in. Josie Rasmussen gives Soda a 1 point lead. 25 seconds. Hall down the right side of the paint to Rosales, and she walked. Good defense by Soda. Got 21 seconds to go in the first. Cards lead it by one, 12-11. Ball comes into Moldenhauer, 18 seconds. Gracie will walk it into the forecourt, up top between the circles. Shot clock is off, 10 seconds. Moldenhauer, left side to Rasmussen. Rasmussen has the ball raked away from behind. 3 seconds. Aberdeen comes up with it. 1 second, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Aberdeen went out to a 6 point lead. Soda comes back, has a 1 point lead at the end of one. We did the state rankings for the girls: Malad, Parma, Melba, Grangeville, New Plymouth, and Soda. Rankings for the boys: Declo, Westside, Ambrose, Wendell, and Ryrie. 3 of them from our conference. Our conference takes 2.5 to state. That means 2 automatically go to state. And the third one will have to play in with District 6, which is Ryrie and Firth and West J, that bunch. BYU, they beat Baylor in overtime the other night, 93-89, and they're at UCF in Florida tomorrow. So does Bob. Begin the second quarter, comes into Gooden. Starters back in for Soda, goes to the angle in the corner to Groning. Groning bring it back to the wing. Groning, tough defense by Kendall. Ball goes to the corner. Groning, a 22-footer. No good. Harris with the rebound. Bounce pass to Rasmussen. And she got it to Moldenhauer. And the ball's stolen away by Kendall. Kendall drives hard down the middle of the paint. She's fouled. And if that's Courtney Groning, that would be her third. And that is against Courtney. 2-shot foul. 3 fouls on Groning. At the line, Kendall. Good. We're tied. She is 3 of 5. Parker will check in for Groning. Parker, just a freshman. Groning is a junior. Second shot by Kendall is good. Got them both. Kendall is 4 of 6 from the free throw line, has 8 points. Goes over to Rasmussen, covered by Kendall, and a blocking foul against Kendall. That's just her first. She's a good player. So does ball on the side. Harris stand down the ball, comes into Gooden. Gooden across the top to Moldenhauer, back to Gooden over to Rasmussen on the right angle. Bounce pass to Parker straight away. Jaden will get it to Abby Gooden over to Rasmussen. Gooden, 3-point shot. That's off. No good. And Aberdeen will just wisely let it go out of bounds. 6:59 to go until halftime. Clara Hall in for the Tigers. Goes over to Shackelford inside the Hall. She's a pretty big kid. Out to Rosales, knocked away by Gooden. And that's timeout. Smart timeout by Andrew Jolly. Aberdeen was going to lose that out of bounds. Shackelford was battling Soda for it. I mentioned before as we've played Aberdeen, a lot of Jollies in Aberdeen and where I'm from, St. George. A lot of Jollies in St. George. In fact, my son was a senior at Dixie High with Doug Jolly. They were the same age. Doug went on to play for BYU as a tight end and then went on to the Oakland Raiders. So Jolly, a very familiar name for me. Rosales will get it into Kendall. Kendall crossover dribble, pulls up 18 feet. No good. And I think they're going to get Shackelford over the back. 2 fouls on Aberdeen in the second quarter. Soda with 1. 13-16. Aberdeen leads it as the ball comes into Gooden. Abby will bring it across the timeline into the forecourt, works to the angle. Bad pass is picked off by Kendall. Kendall lost it as Jaden Parker ran it down. And I think they say Jaden was the last one to touch it. Wood will check in for Gooden. Ball comes in, shot up by Shackelford. No, not Shackelford. Might have been Hall. I couldn't tell. Goes to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer, middle of the paint, throws up a wild shot. Harris come down with a, I don't know what you call that, a rebound or just a loose ball. Gracie threw up an underhanded shot. It was wild. Called the foul on Shackelford underneath. That'll be her second. Soda ball along their own baseline. Ball comes into Wood at the right elbow. Rasmussen, bad pass, picked off. Rasmussen got it back. Kendall is a good player. There is a 25-footer by Parker. That's no good. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Checking back in for the Tigers, Carly Brown and Lexi Brown. Rosales and King check out for the Tigers. Ball comes into Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer missed one straight away. Soda with the rebound. Rasmussen, bad pass is picked off by Kendall. Kendall all the way in, scores, and she's fouled. If you're going to foul, you got to deny the basket. Giving them the basket and fouling them, that's just not, it's not a good play. Foul is going to go against Jaden Parker. And at the line is Kendall for 1. Shot is up and good. 16-12. Comes up to Moldenhauer on the left angle. Goes between the circles. Back over to Wood. Wood cross the top, will back it out. We'll leave it for Harris straight away. Moldenhauer, 22-footer, that misses left. And the rebound down to Aberdeen. To Kendall. Kendall into the forecourt straight away. Pass goes down to Carly Brown. Brown on the wing, on the angle now. Goes inside, knocked away, and Ellie Wood comes up with it. Wood into the forecourt with a left-hand dribble. Leave it. Goes inside to Moldenhauer. Wood, a three-pointer from the corner. Got it. Ellie Wood for three. I remember last year, if she gets hot, she can knock them down from downtown. Bounce pass, tried to hit Hall, picked off by Harris. Moldenhauer over to Kempe, back to Harris. Harris goes in, scores, and she's fouled. One thing Aberdeen has done so far in the first half is they've got to the free throw line. This will only be the third free throw for Soda. Aberdeen has shot 9. Rosie with the free throw, tickles the twine. Rosie Harris has 8 points. 18-16. Soda with a 2-point lead. Goes to Shackelford, to the wing, to Kendall. Kendall, nice shot, just missed it. And Moldenhauer back the other way. Gracie into the forecourt, over to Harris on the angle, back to Moldenhauer, back to Harris. Harris drives in, laid it up short. And King down with the rebound. Timeout, Aberdeen. Soda up by 2. They were behind by 4. And it's 18-16 Cardinals. Doggone it, it was 4 minutes and something on the game clock. I know I've never mentioned this. I hate it when they put the time for the timeout up on the scoreboard instead of the game time. Just a pet peeve. Thought I'd bring it up. 4 minutes and something. My Prevagen didn't catch it quick enough. Got Tilden on the camera tonight. He's filling in for Will. Good to see Tilden. He's busy. He works about 6 jobs. He's a senior, I believe. So is Will. So we've got to train some guys for next year. We got a new AD coming in. Rumors are he has a son that is a quarterback coming from Texas. Oh, they left that wide open. They called double dribble. I didn't see that. I guess it was. Called double dribble against Carly Brown. I guess they're coming up from Texas as Jeff Horsley will retire as the AD and just concentrate on cross country and track. High post to Harris, inside to Kempe. Kempe got her own rebound. Harris, Wood, three-pointer, that's long. Knocked out of bounds. I thought Soda knocked that out. Yes, they did. It'll be Carly Brown to inbound the ball. Comes into Kendall, back to Brown. Brown into the forecourt, crossover dribble, gets a pick from King. From the corner, shot is up, no good. And I think they're going to get King over the back. These guys are definitely from Tooele. Idaho never calls over the back. Soda ball with a 2-point lead. That's 5 fouls, so that'll be a shooting foul. And that'll put Maddie Kempe at the free throw line. Maddie, as a 5'6" junior, free throw is good. Right down to the bottom of the well. She has 3 points. She'll get one more. 19-16, a 3-point lead for the Cards. Maddie can make it a 4-point lead. Shot up and splash. Soda is 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Kendall down the right side. Maldenhauer cuts her off. Whoa, Maldenhauer blocked her shot, and I think she picked up a foul. And Gracie's going to come over and talk to Coach Matt. They got Harris up there. I thought that was against Maldenhauer. That's going to put Kendall at the free throw line. She's 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Shot is up and good. She's hit her last 4 in a row. 20-17. Marley Kimball hit them both. She's hit 5 in a row, 7 of 9. Ball comes up to Kempe, back to Maldenhauer in the low blocks to Parker. Parker a little bit long off the left side. Wood outside to Harris. Maldenhauer straight away. That caroms off no good. Rebound down to Carly Brown. Whoa! Ellie Wood ran into Lexi Brown. I think they're going to call Ellie. Matt is debating that one, whether that guy's from Firth. They never called blocking. Foul went against Ellie Wood, her second. So they call a blocking foul. Kendall down the left side. Shot blocked by Harris. Out of bounds was Kendall when she tried to save that. Soda up by 2 with the basketball with exactly 3 minutes. Maldenhauer will bring it into the forecourt. Between the circles, left side to Wood, back to Maldenhauer. Over to the right side to Jaden Parker. Maldenhauer on the right angle, drives to the free throw line, puts it up. She's just off just a little bit tonight. Rebound came down to Hall. It'll be Kendall. Aberdeen can take the lead with a 3. And Kendall banked in a 3 straight away, and it's 21-20. Tigers, 2:20 to go in the first half. Wood outside, working against Brown. Crossover to Harris, inside to Maldenhauer. Maldenhauer back outside to Harris. Cross court to Ellie Wood on the right angle. Wood drives, cut off, and comes back outside, inside to Harris. And I think they're going to call Hall. That guy's from Tooele. That was over the top. Pretty good job by the officials. I haven't really disagreed. Kempe misses the first one. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Second one is good. She has 5 points. That foul was against Hall. That's her second. 21-21. That's Brown. Ooh, Brown is tripped. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession belongs to Soda with 1:55 to go. You could have called that one either way. And Carly Brown kind of limping. And Yadira Rosales will check in for Brown. Tied at 21. The ball comes into Maldenhauer. Maldenhauer, left angle to Wood, back to Maldenhauer, Parker. Maldenhauer, high post to Rosie. Rosie lost her footing, ripped the ball away, and it goes to Kempe to Maldenhauer. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Rosie Harris down the left side of the paint. They're going to call a walk. Had a little hell. Call the walk against Rosie Harris. We're tied at 21, 1:29 to go until halftime, as Wood stepped in front of Brown and knocked the ball out of bounds. Aberdeen had been breaking the Soda full court pressure the last couple of possessions. The press has actually bothered the Tigers a little bit. Rosales to get the ball in. She's just a sophomore. I'd say she's 5 feet tall. Ball knocked out of bounds by Ellie Wood. And they'll try it again in front of the Aberdeen bench. Aberdeen has two Tigers in the forecourt with just Gracie Maldenauer. And I think we got another injured Tiger, and I think that foul, they call that on Kempe. I thought it was Parker. Doggone it. She's up and hobbling, and that is one of their best players, Kendall. Kendall limps to the free throw line. They called that against Kempe. And Kendall, I'm going to call timeout. Kendall's really limping. They're going to have to replace her. Tigers in black with big white numbers, white and orange trim. Says Tigers in orange across the front. Soda in their home whites with black numbers and red trim. 21-21. We're tied. Aberdeen's played a good first half. And what they've done, especially Marley Kimball, who just limped off the court. Marley is 7 of 9 from the free throw line, has a 3 and 3 twos. So she has 16 points here in the first half. Five seconds in the timeout. I'm sure you needed to know that. A minute 21 to go in the first half. Free throws as Kendall limps back out. She's a kind of a warrior. Great first half. Without Kendall, Aberdeen would really be struggling. Free throw is short off the front rim. Looked like it was a left knee. She looks kind of okay right now. Shot is up. That one's too hard. I think that affects your free throws. Maldenhauer down with the rebound over to Harris. Back to Gracie. Gracie, that might have been a little walk right there. Ball goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to say Kempe knocked it out of bounds. So with a minute 12, we're tied at 21. Tigers with the basketball. Ellie Wood got a hand on that. Kendall come up with it. And the ball knocked away. Wood is going to tie up. Looks like Hall. And it'll be Soda possession as Harris will take the ball out of bounds into Gracie. Gracie will walk it into the forecourt with a minute 5 to go. Maldenhauer, corner. Parker missed everything. Wood almost kept it alive. Rosales with it to Kendall. Kendall into the forecourt, right angle, 3-point shot, no good. Wood, nice job staying in bounds. Her toes were tippy-toeing right along the baseline. Wood to Maldenhauer. Maldenhauer down the left side of the paint, and she's fouled. And what Gracie did right there, she avoided the charge by actually going around Hall. She stepped to the left of Hall, and Hall would have had to move, which she did. Shot up by Maldenhauer is good. She's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Kendall checks out. Carly Brown checks in. Maldenhauer, one more. Shot is up, too hard. And Harris just about kept out alive. I think they're going to call a foul against Parker. Sometimes she's just too fast for her own good. Second foul on Jaden. We'll walk to the other end, and Rosales, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, will be at the line. That's too hard off the back of the iron. Checking in is louder. I don't have her on the varsity, but I know that's louder from the JV. At the line is Rosales. Shot is up, no good. Nice box off by Kempe. Off to Wood. Wood into the forecourt, back to Moldenhauer, 30 seconds. Moldenhauer works the right angle in the corner to Parker. Over the head of Harris, and Aberdeen comes up with it with 20 seconds. Brown, ooh, just about picked up the pivot foot, goes to Carly Brown. Shot is up, no good. Harris with the rebound. And Moldenhauer comes up with a loose ball, 8 seconds. Parker, about a 25-footer, no good. Wood with the rebound. Now Aberdeen takes it away louder. And that's the end of the first quarter. Really even first half. Both teams scored 10 points in that second half. Aberdeen mostly free throws, and all mostly by Marley Kendall. So Soda outscored the Tigers by 1 in the first quarter, and then second quarter dead even. So it is halftime here, 21-22. Soda with a 1-point lead. One of the cards is going to, oh, it's the cheerleaders. Little cheerleaders. Tiny cheerleaders. Let me add up the scoring for you. We got all kinds of cheerleaders out there. Almost got Aberdeen done. Hang with me. I think I've got the Tigers. These are teeny, tiny cheerleaders out there, or they're freshmen, not sure. Adding up Soda. Just about got Soda. Gotcha. We'll watch the cheerleaders for a minute. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Gotta be about 30 kids out there. And that's good. It's good to bring them up through the ranks. So the cheerleaders helping them. I would imagine that is a soda cheerleader camp. Got a couple of the varsity cheerleaders out there. Got just a little bit older kids coming up from the back. Two more Cardinal cheerleaders to help them out. All black tees tonight. Red pom poms for the younger kids, black and white pom poms for these older kids. 22-21 is the halftime score for Aberdeen. 16 points for Marley Kendall. She has a three, three twos, and what I have her for? 7 of 9 from, no, 7 of 11 from the free throw line. 1 point for Yadira Rosales on 104 from the free throw line, and 2 points for Lexi Brown. Emily Shackelford hit a basket in the first quarter for two. Tigers hit on 9 of 15 from the free throw line, committed 9 personal fouls. For Soda, Gracie Maldenhauer with 2 points, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Rosie Harris, 8 points. She has a three, two twos, and is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Josie Rasmussen hit a basket in the first quarter for 2 points. Ellie Wood hit a three in the second quarter for 3 points. Maddie Kempe hit a two and is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Hazley Mumford hit a basket in the first quarter for two. Soda hit on 6 of 9 from the free throw line, committed 12 personal fouls. At the end of the first quarter, Soda led it by one. It was 12-11. And then in the second quarter, dead even as both teams put up 10 points. And it is a 1 point lead for Soda here at halftime, 22-21. Little college for you. Let me start at the top of my notes. BYU is 5-4 in the Big 12, 14-6 on the season. They beat Baylor in overtime the other night. I listened to KSL quite a bit, and I can pick that up after the Soda game. It just went to overtime. So the Cougars over the Bears in OT, 93-89. They're at Central Florida tomorrow. They'll have Arizona at the Marriott Center on Saturday. No, Tuesday. And then they'll have the Bearcats at Cincinnati on Saturday. Utah State, a great season going, 9-1 in the Mountain West, 19-2 on the season. They defeated UNLV 76-71. They lost down in Vegas. So they've split with the Rebels. They've got New Mexico, my Lobos, in Logan tomorrow. And then Tuesday they'll be at Wyoming, and Friday they'll be at Fresno State. Boise State, 6-4 in the Mountain West, 14-7 on the season. They beat the Wolfpack of Nevada 66-56. They've got Fresno State at Extra Mile Arena in Boise tomorrow, and then they'll be at UNLV at the Thomas Mack um, next Saturday. Utah 4-5 in the Big 12, 12-8 overall. They beat Cincinnati 69-66. They are at Oklahoma State tomorrow in Stillwater. Idaho 5-4, 10-12 in the Big Sky. They beat Weber State in Ogden, 82-74. They are in Pocatello tomorrow to face the Bengals of Idaho State. Idaho State 4-4 in the Big Sky, 9-10 overall. They had a win over Eastern Washington, and again they've got Idaho in Pocatello tomorrow. They'll have Northern Colorado. The Bears will be at Reed Gym on Monday. Weber State, they've had a couple of tough seasons when they used to be kind of top 20-ish in the nation. They are 2-6 in the Big Sky, 8-14 overall. They lost to Idaho, 82-74. They've got Eastern Washington at the D Event Center in Ogden. That's a Purple Palace. I've done several games at Weber State. They always treated me so well there in Ogden. I was actually born in Ogden. That has nothing to do with it. They don't know that. But Purple Palace, good place to broadcast a ball game. Northern Arizona, the Lumberjacks out of Flagstaff will be in Ogden on Tuesday. We're about a minute away. Once again, district that is coming up. Soda gets a bye. First place and second place get a bye. So that would be Malad and Soda. And they have a bye until Thursday. First round, Soda will play the winner of Wendell and Aberdeen. Malad will play the winner of Westside and Declo. And those games are on Tuesday. Soda's game will be on Thursday. And that will be the Cardinals' last home game. Boys are at Declo tomorrow. They're trying to battle their way in the conference. They're just a half a game ahead of Westside. That was a great game against the Pirates the other night. Declo, of course, ranked number one for the boys, and they're number one in the conference. They're undefeated. Aberdeen ball behind by one to begin the third quarter as it comes into Kendall. Kendall against Gooden, right angle, gets a pick from Hall. Bounce through the circles from the corner. Kendall! Splash, a 3-point shot. Aberdeen takes a 2-point lead. Groning outside. Moldenhauer in the corner to Harris. Groning, 3-point shot. Got it. We have been cold from the outside. Groning finally hits one. Shot is up, no good, but all alone is Brown. And Gooden just knocked it out of her hands out of bounds. Soda with a 1-point lead, 30-second timeout. I'm looking. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. 30-second timeout. That is the third three by Soda. Groning just hit that one. Harris hit one. And Ellie Wood hit one. Marley Kimball for Aberdeen has 2 threes, 3 twos, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. And she's earned that. She attacks the basket very well. Aberdeen ball out underneath their own basket, behind by 1, 25-24. Ball comes in, knocked away by Harris, picked up by Groning. Groning will let the traffic clear, cross over to Moldenhauer on the angle. Harris in the corner, back to Groning. Groning has it knocked out of her hands by Kendall. 25-24, a minute gone in the third. Groning gets it into Gooden. Gooden, 3-point shot. That rims out. Moldenhauer knocked it out of bounds. And it'll be Aberdeen ball, 94 feet away. Rasmussen will check in for Courtney Groning. 1 minute gone in the third quarter. Ball will come into Morley Kimball. Goes across to Carly Brown. Ball stolen away by Gooden. Gooden over to Rasmussen. Rasmussen, one dribble, put it up, no good. Tough luck shot off the left angle. Gooden steals it away. And then Shackelford stole it away, and that's going to be a foul on Kempe as she trips down Carly Brown. Third foul on Maddie. That's going to put Courtney Groning into the ball game for Kempe. Aberdeen ball behind by 1 right here in front of us as Lexi Brown gets the ball into Kendall. Running one-hander is no good. Harris with the rebound for the Cards. Will leave it for Groning. Groning will bring it into the forecourt up top between the circles over to Gooden. 3-point shot by Gooden. Karams off, no good. And down with the rebound is Lexi Brown for the Tigers. Still in the back court, it's Kendall. And Kendall has the ball stolen away by Gooden. Gooden goes in off the left side and lays it in. That's her first basket. Double team in the back court. Gooden knocks it away, and Moldenhauer battling for it. Gooden comes up with it, goes to Rasmussen, to Harris on the angle. Harris steps through and she walks. Most kids, well, they watch the NBA do it, but a jump step, you've got to have 2 feet on the floor before you take that one big step. And a lot of referees don't know how to call that. That was traveling. Ball comes up the floor to Shackelford. Shackelford leans in with a left hand, no good. Great box off by Harris. Off to Moldenhauer, up to Rasmussen. Rass on the left angle, gets it to Groning. Groning straight down the middle of the paint. Harris stepped on the baseline as she tried to knock it back in. Soda up by 3, 27-24. Ball up the floor to Lexi Brown. Brown pulls up back outside. There's a hard drive, and Soda, bad defense as Kendall takes it right in. Kendall with 21 points. Moldenhauer back outside to Groning. We're tied at 27. Moldenhauer, middle of the paint, back outside. Groning, 3-point shots. Wow, she's fouled. You never, ever foul a 3-point shooter. That one goes against Marley Kimball, her second. That'll put Courtney Groning at the free throw line for 3. Chances of hitting that are less than 50%. Chances of cashing in at the free throw are over 70% as she hits the first one. Second one, good, got 2. She'll get one more. 5 points for Courtney. 2-point lead for the Cards. Groning for one more. Shot up. She got all 3 of them. That's why you don't foul a 3-point shooter. Kendall trapped in the backcourt by Gooden. Ball knocked away by Harris. Goes out of bounds, and Moldenhauer knocks it off from Emily Shackelford. Soda ball right in front of the Soda bench. Harris gets it into Gooden. Inside to Rasmussen. Moldenhauer, 3-point shot. Got it! Splash off the right wing. 5 points for Gracie. The ball knocked away by Gooden. 33-27. That's the biggest lead Soda's had. 6. Aberdeen ball in the back court as Brown gets it into Kendall, and that's going to be a foul on Rasmussen. I think that's just Josie's first. So Aberdeen will have the ball on the side again. Second foul in the quarter. Ball comes in to Brown. Brown has the ball knocked out of her hands. Both Harris and Moldenhauer were right there. Aberdeen ball on the side. Comes into Kendall. Kendall back outside to Brown. Back to Kendall. Moldenhauer. She stole it, and now Aberdeen has numbers. And leaning in, guess who? Marley Kendall. She has 7 points in this quarter. Moldenhauer, 33-29, goes to Gooden in the corner to Groning to Moldenhauer. 3-point shot, straight up in the air and off the time clock. So that'll ground it, and Wood will check in for Gooden. 4-point lead, 4:21 to go in the third. Soda leads it 33-29. Soda wanted backcourt, and that's not backcourt, and I'll tell you why. Moldenhauer reaches around Kendall, goes down to the baseline. Kendall puts it up, and I believe Harris fouled her. Matt Groning arguing about the backcourt, and that's not backcourt. The whole ball and the whole person has got to be over the line, and that's not the way that was. Harris's second foul. She was straddling the line. And again, whole person and the whole ball has got to be across that line before you're in the forecourt. What a game from the free throw line for Marley Kendall. 33-31. Moldenhauer into the forecourt. Soda with the ball and a 2-point lead. It goes to Wood. Comes to Rasmussen, and she's tripped by Kendall. And that's Marley Kendall's third personal foul. Kendall has 9 points in this quarter, 25 on the night. Gooden checks in for Moldenhauer. Harris is going to inbound the ball on the side. Comes into Groning to Rasmussen on the angle on the right side. Rasmussen looking, gets it to Groning. Groning drives. A one-hander is short. Rebound is loose. Groning come up with it. Wow, if they called that on Kendall, that's her fourth. Wow. Tooele refs just gave Kendall her fourth personal foul. That's huge. Maybe they're from Nephi. Harris to inbound the ball. Comes outside. Wood has an open three. Missed everything. Groning tried to save it. Couldn't quite get there to swat it back in. Soda with a 3-point lead, 33-30. I know where they're from. Payson. I remember getting beat up in Payson. Brown chopped on the side. Comes back to Carly Brown. Brown down the left side. Crosses over. Dumps it underneath to Shackelford. To Rosales. Rosales. Ooh, little walk there. Ball taken away by Wood. Wood into the forecourt. Pulls up on the right angle. Her feet were on the line. So that would be 19 and a half feet. Into the forecourt is Brown. They let her drive in and score. That was really poor defense by Soda. They had two defenders there, and they let her drive right to the basket. 1-point lead for the Cards. Rash drives in and scores. Rasmussen with the right hand lays it off the glass, off the right side. Gooden takes the ball away. That's got to be a jump ball. They can't call out a foul, or they are from Payson. I think they're going to call a foul on Abby. That was not a good call. Nope, they're going to call it against Rasmussen. That's her second. Gooden will front the inbounds pass, hit it straight up in the air. Rasmussen knocked it to Shackelford. Goes back to Lexi Brown. Brown up the floor to Hall. Hall in the forecourt. Knocked away by Wood. Groning down the right side. Hook pass inside to Harris, and Harris is fouled. She's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Has 8 points. Soda leads it by 3, 35-32. Gracie Moldenhauer set to check in, probably for Rosie, or they would check her in. Harris puts a shot up. It's no good. Checking in for Aberdeen is Jensen King. That's a cool first name for a girl, Jensen. That's 4 fouls on Hall. Harris, second shot, no good. Aberdeen with the rebound. Tigers with the ball behind by 3. As into the forecourt is Lexi Brown. She'll get it back to Carly Brown. Over to the right side to Rosales, and traveling by Rosales. Moldenhauer will check in for Harris. 3-point lead with 2:03 to go in the third quarter. We thumped the Tigers in Aberdeen. This has been a good game. 2-3 zone by Aberdeen. Brown comes up to challenge Gooden. Hooks a pass into Moldenhauer to Rasmussen. Just about picked up her pivot foot, about a 24-footer by Moldenhauer. And Groning took one right in the nose. They're just going to say Aberdeen took it out of hit it out of bounds. 14 fouls apiece. So next foul will be bonus for either team. Minute 43 comes out to Wood. Wood a 22-footer missed everything. That was wide right. Tigers behind by 3, 94 feet away, facing full court pressure. Gooden fronted the inbounds pass. Rasmussen knocked it away from Rosales. And they say Rosales touched it. Mumford will check in. Maybe. Nope, she checks back. Gooden to inbound the ball with a minute 38 to go in the third. Groning straight away. Rasmussen on the angle, back to Groning. Groning down the right side, holds up to Moldenhauer. Gooden, a three-point shot, short off the rim. Moldenhauer had King tied up. Now they call the jump. That was a jump before. It's almost like hockey. They let him get in a couple of blows before they call that jump. 35-32, Moldenhauer drives the baseline. She's knocked down. Rasmussen comes up with the ball. Back to Gooden to Moldenhauer at the high post. Groning a deep shot. No good. Rebound down to Moldenhauer. Minute 5 to go. Rasmussen. That might have been a lot. I think they're going to call a foul on King. Rasmussen really did a 360, and I don't think she had skates on. At the line will be Rasmussen. Soda in the bonus. Shot is up and short. She'll get one more. Soda up by 3. Wood checks out. Harris checks back in. Rasmussen, second shot off the heel of the basket. Harris battled for it, but Carly Brown came up with it. And now we got to reach in. These guys are from Payson or Spanish Fort. I've been beat up in Spanish Fort too. At the line, it's going to be Brown. Shot is up too hard off the back of the iron for Carly Brown. One of the Browns, Carly is a sophomore. Lexi is a senior. Second shot too hard. Rebound down to Good. 53 seconds. Up the floor to Rasmussen. Has it taken away. Taken away by Brown. Brown goes in, missed the layup. Rebound down to Rosales. Don't reach in. Gooden's going to pick up the cheesy foul. That'll be her third. Of course, I have to wait. Yeah, it's Abby. 3 fouls on Abby. So Abby has 3. Groning has 3. Kempe has 3. And Harris has 3. Rosales at the free throw line. She is now 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Yadira Rosales for one more. That one's good. Nice free throws for the sophomore. She cuts the lead to 1. That's what it was at halftime. Gooden into the forecourt to Moldenhauer. They run a little weave up top. Groning to Gooden to Rasmussen. 22 seconds on the shot clock. High post to Moldenhauer. She walked. Goes over to the right angle to Rasmussen. Moldenhauer, 3-point shot. That caroms off no good. And Carly Brown down with a rebound. Aberdeen can take the lead. Ooh, she lost the handle on it. Good with a steal. Abby takes it in off the right side, and she's hammered by Shackelford. That'll be Emily Shackelford's third foul, and that'll put Abby Gooden at the free throw line. Gooden with just 2 points so far tonight. Abby puts the first one up short off the front of the rim. She'll get one more. She can give Soda a 2-point lead with 4.6 seconds to go in the third. Second shot is good. Gooden with 3 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Harris checks in for Gooden. Full court pressure comes into Brown. 1 second. They're not going to get a shot away. Kempe just about got the reach in right there at the end. And at the end of 3 quarters, Soda 36, Aberdeen 34. Tigers put up 13 points in that quarter. Soda put up 14 points. Soda had a 1-point lead at halftime, 22-21. And it's a 2-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. 36-34 should be Aberdeen's ball to begin the final quarter. What a night by Marley Kimball. She has 25 points. And it's spread out. She has 2 threes, 5 twos, and is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of 13, no, 12 from the free throw line. 36-34, Aberdeen basketball to begin the final quarter. Once again, this game has nothing to do with standings in the district. Soda will host on Thursday. They get a bye on Tuesday. Shackelford to Kendall. 3-point shot up by Shackelford. Brown down with a rebound for the Tigers. Brown back outside to Kendall. Kendall straight away drops it into Shackelford. 3-point shot up, no good. And Groning down with a rebound for Soda. Groning into the forecourt, gets it to Rasmussen to Moldenhauer. Ooh, Gracie might have walked. Rosie comes down with a rebound. And these Spanish Fork officials are calling it really tight. That foul went against Shackelford, her 4th. Of course, you like that, as long as they're consistent. And they are. Been a pretty good job by the officials. Gooden, a 3-point shot. Kempe battles for the rebound, goes out of bounds, and belongs to Soda. I give the officials raspberries a little bit because I used to be one. That was back after my playing days. Ooh, Gracie just a little bunny hop there. Now she drives, goes to Groning, 3-point shot. That was down, come back out. Harris put it back up, and she misses off the glass off the left side. That'll put Rosie at the free throw line. She's 1 of 3 from the free throw line. That foul is against Lexi Brown. That's her first. Harris puts up the shot and rattles it in. 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Actually, the officials they've done a good job tonight. They're calling it tight. Rosie hits both of them. Comes into Kendall, back to Brown, across to Shackelford. Shackelford almost threw that behind Lexi Brown. Kendall runs in, one-hander. Groning down with a rebound. Groning races into the forecourt off the left side. Oh, tough look shot. Harris down with a rebound. Harris has it ripped away by Marley or Lexi Brown. Whoops, little bump there by Moldenhauer. The kids should have learned through three quarters as they're going to call stuff pretty tight out there. Gracie, that's just her second foul. Shot up from the side is off the iron, no good. Wow, Hall knocks down Brown. Normally, Gracie has got about 8 fouls by the time we come into the fourth quarter. She's done a good job staying out of fouls trouble tonight. Two seniors on the floor. Kate Walker got in for just a second. You could tell her knee really bothered her. But it was fun to let her come in. Rosie back, stolen away as Kempe tried to get it back to Harris. Kendall drives it. What a block by Gooding. Gooding ran down Kendall and blocked it out of bounds. And I wasn't sure that didn't go off from Kendall's knee. It'll be Aberdeen's ball along their own baseline, comes outside to Brown. She pulls up at the left elbow. Kendall from the free throw line, no good. And Moldenhauer comes up with a loose ball. Ooh, Moldenhauer kind of hesitated on that dribble. Comes back outside to Groning. Groning to Kempe to Gracie. 3-point shot off the back of the iron. Moldenhauer with her own rebound. A lot of contact on that one. Then Gracie's knocked down again. Back the other way is Aberdeen. Kendall walked. Yes, she did. 38-34, 30-second timeout. I'm looking. 5:42 to go in the ball game. Cards up by 4. This is just a 30-second timeout. This has been a good tight game. Aberdeen actually went out, was it 6 early in the ball game, and Soda battled back to take a 1-point lead in the first quarter. And it's been really tight. Both teams put up 10 points in the second quarter. In the third quarter, Soda put up 14 and Aberdeen put up 13. Here in the fourth quarter, Soda's hit 2 free throws, and the Tigers haven't scored in the fourth quarter. It's Marley Kendall, just a sophomore for the Tigers. Boy, she could play for me. Gooden will bring it into the forecourt, works to the right angle. Dangerous pass to Harris. Harris to Kempe. Kempe missed a chippy. A lot of contact under there. Aberdeen's Kendall comes out of there with it to Brown. It's tied up. Jump ball should belong to Soda. They won't have to use a dust mop tonight on the floor. Ball comes into Groning. 5:14 to go in the ball game. Soda up by 4. Groning to Moldenhauer on the wing. Gooden, 3-point shot, missed everything. Groning, or Megan Moldenhauer, was out of bounds as she tried to knock that one back in bounds. 5:03 to go in the ball game. Full court pressure as the ball comes into Brown to Kendall, back to Brown. Brown down the right side, drops it into Hall. Whoa, what an elbow by Hall. That brings Matt Groning off the bench. Wow, she really bulldozed her way to the basket, and it's a 2-point lead. Moldenhauer, 3-point shot, got it. That's her second three. That one was off the left angle. Lexi Brown into the forecourt, cut off, back outside to Shackelford. High post to Hall. 3-point shot, banked it in. Lexi Brown. 41-39. Groning, high post to Harris. Harris has it knocked away. Gooden collects it. Back to Groning between the circles. Back to Abby. It goes to Moldenhauer. Abby Gooden, Moldenhauer on the angle. That's her third 3-point shot. Brown to Hall. Back to Kendall. Ooh, that's a walk. Yeah. Yeah, these old referee eyes could see that from here. 5 point lead for the Cardinals. 3:45 to go as Abby Gooden walks it into the forecourt. High post to Harris. Harris to Moldenhauer, over to Groning on the right wing. Gooden on the angle on the left side, drives in, banks it in. One-hander by Gooden. That's 5 points, and it's a 7 point lead. The ball is lost out of bounds as Kendall tried to hit Brown, and the ball goes over to Soda straight away on the side. 46-39, Cardinals with the basketball and a 7 point lead. High post to Harris. Harris to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer pulls up 15 feet off the right side. Ball was lost out of bounds off from Brown. No. Off from Harris. I was right the first time. It'll be Soda ball. Harris will inbound the ball. Comes outside to Kempe. Moldenhauer about 23 feet. That's no good. Ball is taken down by Brown. Up to Hall to Kendall. Oh, that's a reach by Moldenhauer. That'll be the second foul. That's one of those silly ones that Gracie needs to stay away from. Ball comes into Kendall. Tigers behind by 7. Bounce pass to Hall, back to Kendall, back to Hall along the baseline. Kempe blocked her shot. Shackelford come down with it, and Moldenhauer cuts in front of Kendall. Goes to Gooden, and she tried to hit Kempe and lost it. They're going to call a foul on Abby. Oh, these guys are from Spanish Fork. That was pretty cheesy. They call that against Abby. That's her fourth. Depending on how the Tigers do on Tuesday, we could have them right back here again on Thursday. District tournament starts next Tuesday. Soda and Malad get a bye on Tuesday. And Malad, where'd my brackets go? Will face the winner of Westside and Declo. Soda will face the winner of Wendell and Aberdeen. 46-39. I'm not sure how much time is on the game clock. There's the warning buzzer for the timeout. I needed to know that. Soda comes back on the floor. Here comes the Tigers. 2:38 to go. Aberdeen basketball, 94 feet away. Brown will inbound it under the Soda basket. Full court pressure as it comes into Kendall. Kendall will lob to Brown, and she walked. That was caused by Courtney Groning coming from behind. She got her feet tangled up, took an extra step. Harris will inbound the ball to Groning. Groning backcourt to the forecourt. Ooh, tough defense by Aberdeen. They just about stepped in front of that pass. It goes to Moldenhauer. Harris down the paint, back to Moldenhauer. 3 point shot, missed everything. And Shackelford down with the rebound for the Tigers. Goes down the right side. Brown is double teamed on the right wing to Hall. Moldenhauer dives in, kicks the ball away. Groning comes up with it. Groning straight away over to Rasmussen. Moldenhauer. Bounce pass to Harris along the baseline. Off the right side. It goes to Rasmussen. Timeout. Soda. I'm looking this time. 1:53 to go. My Prevagen will remember that. Soda. Timeout. Soda up by 7. 46-39. Matt Grunning right to our right below us, drawing in the sand. Gracie Moldenhauer has 3 threes. Courtney Grunning has a 3. And Rosie Harris has a 3. And Ellie Wood has a 3. So 6 threes by Soda. Soda will go with Harris, Grunning, Rasmussen, Moldenhauer, and Kempe. Cardinals up by 7. Will have the basketball along their own baseline. Comes into Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer, bad pass, tried to hit Harris, and it's picked off. Brown into the forecourt, gets it to Kendall. Kendall running one-hander, short off the front of the rim. Gonna get a jump ball. This one will belong to the Tigers. Gooden will check back in and check in for Maddie Kempe. Want to thank the girls for a little glam bag that they gave me here on senior night. Shot up by Kendall, drops in. Holy cow. 46 to 41, 27 points for Kendall. Rasmussen on the right wing to Gooden. Grunning downtown, got it. That was at least a 25-footer, and that's her second 3. Big bump by Shackelford. Rasmussen on Kendall goes to Brown. Moldenhauer dives in. I think they're going to call Gracie. Can't do that with Spanish Fork officials. I mean, not that it's wrong. Gracie just picked up her 4th. Almost over the head of Shackelford. Goes to Kendall in the right corner. Rasmussen went for the pick, just missed it. Hall outside, running one-hander by Brown. Harris with the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Quick hands by Morley Kimball. 8-point lead, 49-41 as Rosales checks in and Jensen King checks in. Checking out Kendall and Shackelford. Rosie Harris, full court pressure, comes up the floor into the forecourt to Abby Gooden, and she's going to be fouled. That's just the 3rd foul on Aberdeen. They still have one to give before they put Soda at the free throw line. Only 39 seconds to go in the ball game. It comes into Gooden to Grunning down in the corner, and Harris is fouled. And they still have one more to give. 34.3 seconds to go in the ball game. 49-41 Soda. 4 team fouls apiece. Again, it's not that the officials have been one way or the other. They've just been really tight tonight, and the kids have to adjust to that. Now the officials are coming over to talk to the scoring table. It's not 5 bonus yet. Relax. Next foul, and this is not rocket science, as Harris will take it out. They'll go for the steal. If they don't get the steal, they'll foul. They tried to foul Rasmussen, missed her, and they knocked Moldenhauer to the floor. So Gracie will come to the free throw line for 2. She's 2 of 4 from the free throw line, has 11 points. That's 5 fouls. So Soda's in the bonus with 29 seconds. Moldenhauer's first free throw hits the back of the iron and misses straight up in the air. She'll get one more. Second shot, good. She's hit 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Hall into the forecourt to Kendall. Kendall has her shot blocked by Rasmussen. 20 seconds. There's nothing Aberdeen can do. In fact, my coach would say, don't even put them at the free throw line at this point. Soda leads by 9. Moldenhauer goes back to the free throw line for 2. Shot up by Gracie is good, right down to the bottom of the well. That foul was against Lexi Brown, her third. Second free throw is good by Moldenhauer. She hit her last 3 in a row. 15 seconds. Kendall into the forecourt. 3-point shot. And off the right angle. 5 seconds. Groningen will back it up, and Aberdeen will just let them run the clock out. And it's going to be an 8-point win for Soda, 52-44. Soda put up 16 points in the final quarter. Aberdeen put up 10. Soda wins it by 8, 52-44. Kids will shake hands at midcourt. Give me a second. Let me add up the scoring. That is the last conference game for the Lady Cards. And they could end up playing Aberdeen again, depending on how the Tigers do with Wendell. Let me see who has a home court on that one. Wendell has the home court. So the Tigers will have to travel to Wendell to face the Lady Trojans on Tuesday. And then the winner of that one will come here Thursday. That'll be Soda's last home game, as they think they're automatically to the semis. So give me a second. Let me add up the scoring with my new pin. And I'll be right back. Hang with me. It's going to take me 10 minutes just to add up Marley Kimball. Leave that on. Still adding. Hang with me. It's 28 points for Marley Kimball. Gonna need a computer to add up her free throws. Hang on. She hit 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Yeah, I think I got Aberdeen. They only had 6 kids scored. Let me add up Aberdeen's fouls, and of course their last 3 were intentional, trying to get the Cards to the free throw line. Think I got Aberdeen. Hang with me. We'll see if we can get Matt up here. Seniors haven't played their last game, but they played their last conference game here at Soda Springs High School. Adding up Soda. Hang with me. In fact, the seniors, they kind of started kind of slow. And then Gracie Moldenhauer started to knock down the threes. She didn't have a basket in the first half. Still adding. Hang with me. Adding up Soda's free throws. Aberdeen really got to the free throw line in the first half. Soda actually ended up shooting about four more free throws than the Tigers. Okay, I think I've got it. We'll kind of wait for Matt. That was kind of a battle by the Tigers for 3 quarters, and mostly the sophomore Morley Marley Kendall, and she had a great night, and it was balanced. 2 points for Clara Hall. She had a 2 point basket in the fourth quarter. 3 points for Yadira Rosales. She was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Carly Brown had 2 points. She was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 5 points for Lexi Brown. Lexi had a 3 and a 2. 28 points for Marley Kendall. She had three threes. One, two, three, four, five, six twos. It was 9 of 12 from the free throw line, and 2 points for Emily Shackelford. The Tigers hit on 12 of 20 from the free throw line, committed 19 personal fouls. For Soda, 14 points for Gracie Maldenhauer. She had three threes and was 5 of 8 from the free throw line. 5 points for Abby Gooden. She had two twos, was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Courtney Groning with 10 points. Let's see, did I add that up right? Nope. 8. Yes. No, 9 points. 9 points for Courtney. She had two threes and was 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 10 points for Rosie Harris. She had a three, two twos, and was 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 4 points for Josie Rasmussen on two twos. She was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Ellie Wood. She had a 3 point bucket in the second quarter. 5 points for Maddie Kempe. She had a two and was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And Hazley Mumford had a 2 point basket in the first quarter for 2 points. Soda hit on 15 of 24 from the free throw line, committed 23 personal fouls. At the end of the first quarter, it was a 1 point lead for the Cardinals, but I think, as I remember right, I forgot to mark it. Aberdeen went out to a 6 point lead, and Soda battled back in the first quarter to take a 12-11 lead after one. Second quarter, dead even. Both teams put up 10 points, and it remained a 1 point lead at halftime, 22-21. In the third quarter, Soda outscored Aberdeen by one, 14-13. And so through 3 quarters, it was pretty dead even by both teams. Then in the final quarter, Soda outscored Aberdeen by 6. and the final score 52-44. Matt's probably not coming out, so we're gonna wrap it up. Gonna wrap it up right here, and that's okay. That was a rugged game, tough game for the Cards. Cardinals once again leading score 14 points from Gracie Moldenhauer, who only had two in the first half. 28 points for Marley Kendall. Final score is going to be 52-44, and that's going to do it. We'll invite you to join us next Thursday as the Cardinals will face the winner of Wendell and Aberdeen. That's going to do it. Glade Bullock for Tilden tonight. So long, everyone. We'll see you next Thursday.